There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Splash Screen Gaming. And tonight, we have the Lvl Unlocked Podcast. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, I got myself. I got muted. I was watching somebody else's Twitch earlier. Anyways. So, talking about some game news and some movie stuff. And these guys are into wrestling, so they're going to be talking about that tonight. Should be a good time. You know, not a day in paradise. Hope everybody's had an awesome week. I've been very busy. We've been playing a lot of the GTA roleplay servers. Been a good time. We'll get more into that when we jump into the show. But yeah. So let's roll into it. I'm gonna throw my thumbs up and let these guys know I'm ready to go whenever they are. So you know, up. Okay.
Ooh.
There it is. What's up,
Hello.
guys?
Yo. What's cracking, everybody? Welcome to episode 10, a big fat 10 of the Lvl Unlocked Podcast, the greatest place on the internet, video game news, fun, and pure randomness. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for joining. What is going on, Mr. James, People I Hate Studios, and next to him, Mr. Jeffrey, Splash Screen Gaming, Schroeder. And as always, I'm Captain Geach, 15 _ Geach to be official. So what's going on, folks? What's going on, James? How you been? How you feeling?
I'm alright. Had a pretty, I would say, sort of eventful, but not really eventful week. Let's see. Got Metal Gear Solid 3 and my Japanese PS2, so that's pretty cool. Been contemplating picking up Sekiro. So that'll be fun when I decide to finally bite the bullet and buy it.
There you go.
Let's see, what else have I been doing? Haven't really played anything. I played The Sims 3 a little bit. That's something.
Nice.
I spent 6 fucking hours editing and uploading videos to YouTube on Saturday because I had off.
That's always fun.
That was fun.
Looks like I styled my hair because the way my
Yeah,
hoodie
looks
was
like
up.
you did.
Like I fucking did a little swoosh there at the top.
Little
Because behind
swoosh,
that's all
swoosh.
baldness, so it doesn't really work for me past that. So, yeah, that's what you were saying. What were you editing for 6 hours the other day?
A bunch of Yakuza, all the Yakuza episodes and Resident Evil episodes that we have recorded. Basically, it's all ready to go. It's already primed for upload on YouTube on the day and time when it comes out.
Nice.
So
Doing that
that's
pre-recording.
fun. You know it.
How about you? Go ahead. No, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't know you were done.
No, I still got a little bit more.
No, go ahead.
Started watching The Sopranos. That's how I
Interesting.
realized I was watching for like 6 fucking hours. Well, I have an HBO Now subscription that I don't use. I just pay for. And I was like, I need something on while I'm recording or while I'm editing. And I'm like, I haven't watched The Sopranos. I need some good gabagool, fucking mooly shit.
I
So
feel
I
like you're a
watched,
Sopranos guy, Schroeder, too. I just got that feeling. You're not talking, your headset's up.
Yeah, Gabagool.
the fucking
You know what? I probably would
goddamn
like it. I've
silliness.
never sat and watched them all, but I don't have HBO Go or nothing. So
Do you like mobster stuff?
yeah.
Do you like less of action and more of character-driven drama?
Sometimes.
Okay, yeah. So you'd probably really like The Sopranos.
Yeah, yeah, I'll have to check it out one of these days. Maybe I'll throw on some commercials or spots, you know, previews.
Yeah, there you go.
But I don't have any of that fancy HBO nothings. So if it ain't on Netflix, I probably won't see it.
I can give you my login.
All right.
Because
I'll check out
HBO
The
doesn't.
Sopranos.
HBO doesn't care.
Yeah.
Heck no, man.
Watch the latest episode of My Roommate is a Cat. That's fan-fucking-tastic, as always. Great episode. We went shopping and learned how to make cat food. So that was pretty cool. And then spent an entire work day sitting on my ass watching wrestling yesterday. So
WrestleMania!
that made me want to die. By the end, I was falling asleep during the main event, but we'll talk about that more in a bit. That's my week.
Nice. What about you, Mr. Jeffrey?
Whole bunch of DTA RP server stuff. It has been unhealthily good. It's been a good time.
Unhealthingly good.
Yeah, I've been playing it probably more than I should. It's, in fact, right before, I thought the show was canceled tonight. I didn't know this was a thing. And he's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, fishing.
I caught him off guard, and he was like, wait, what?
Shoot. Yeah.
I felt bad.
Yeah, I woke up super late, too, so, like, my whole cycle is all broken.
Your whole day's fucked.
Yeah. It's like, I was supposed to go to this event with some buddies, and they go to they have like a wing house thing that they do, or they go and get wings, not from the wing house, it's a different place, but I was supposed to go, and I totally overslept, because what happens is, man, when I get out of work, I put my phone, or when I get into work, I typically put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and then I always forget to take it out of that mode. So it doesn't ring, it doesn't notify me, it just doesn't disturb me.
I thought he was mad at me. He was messaging me back. I was like, what did I do? I thought it was my fault.
My buddy
I
Steve,
thought it was my number.
My buddy Steve constantly thinks I'm ignoring him, and I'm not. Plus I'm mildly space cadeted anyway, so like when I get into a game that I like, I kind of...
Got that tunnel vision, baby.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing. Hey, man,
I asked
it's
my
good
one buddy to cover like part of my shift just so I could stay up late and play it. I even told my boss that's why. It's like, it's personal time.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome, though. That's a good blast when you know that you got a good working relationship, and he's like, hey, I'm calling off, or hey, I had someone take my shift. Oh, you don't feel good? No, I just want to play a new video game. Oh, okay, that's cool, bro.
Yeah, it's personal time. I figure as long as I don't make a habit of that, I should be okay.
Oh yeah. No, that's not a bad thing.
It usually happens like the first week I have a new toy. It is fun, dude. We role play so hard. Like, I play, his name is Larry Hoax. He's Uncle Hoax's nephew, and he walks around giving people clipboards and rubbing oils on them to make them feel better.
If you haven't gone and seen it yet, for those who are listening, go check out Splash Screen Gaming. Go check out his Twitch. He did a live stream the other day of him playing. It's short. It's only about an hour and 20-some minutes, but it's short.
Yeah, for a stream it is.
3 hours to us is short. Yeah. No, but it's hilarious. It's like literally what was it, like 6 seconds into it, I was dying laughing.
Yeah.
So
Los Mentos, the fresh maker.
Oh my god, he literally starts it off in his voice. It's hysterical.
Yeah. Anytime I talk to anybody on the server, that's how I talk. So,
he goes back and forth in between the two voices. You can tell when he's talking on Discord, and then when he goes back into the game, he immediately switches to the high-pitched voice.
Yeah. And I do the whole, would you look at the act? Because I'm looking at it. I mean, I'm looking at it thinking to myself, would you just look at it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can't help but look at it when I'm thinking about looking at it, you know?
No, it was beyond amazing. It's something definitely to go take a watch.
But 100%. I've been just doing a whole bunch of farming so I can have money the last couple of days. Because there's some functionalities to it that are really nice. Like, there's it's an RP server, so it's, role play. So you have jobs and banks and buying cars and properties and, stuff like that. And there's some people online that take it a little too seriously, I think. But, it's just, I picked the job of the fisherman. So one of the things that I like to do is I'll just set the cars up for autopilot, because that's a thing. So I get in the car, I tell it where I want to go, I hit the button, and then it starts driving me there. And the idea is you don't break the rules so much. Like, I've never gotten in trouble for speeding or running red lights or anything like that, but I still set it up.
Do you have to get caught by running a red light? Is it like trigger something?
No, I think if you like start a fight and shit, it does trigger something somewhere, but they're usually looking for players causing trouble. Like, if a player's killing NPCs, it's not really a big deal, but if they're killing other players, then of course the server admins are gonna be like, yo, what's going on?
Yo, what up, homie? What up, homie?
What up, homie? Yeah, what you doing over there? But it's pretty fun, especially so when I play, I set them up for autopilot, and then I go clean something or make dinner or I do something else. You know. Oh, you're watching the wrestling? Is that what that is? Your microphone's not on.
Yeah, I cannot hear you at all.
I'm muted. I don't know if you can see it or not, though.
What is it? Oh, it's the Undertaker.
Yep. He just interrupted Elias's,
Jesus Christ, just let the man die already.
He's the Undertaker. He doesn't die. He takes people to die.
It's like
Yep.
89 years
He's
old.
the dead person gobbler. I know.
The dead
I will
person
say though, whenever
gobbler.
that dong hits, it's pretty literally the dong hits. The gong, not dong.
Dong hit.
It's the wrong piece of equipment. I just wanted to show you that. Sorry to change the topic
okay.
for.
But it's a good time. I've had a lot of fun with it. And then when you want to RP super hard, you can RP super hard. It's fun.
Now so it was Schroeder introduced me to what's that guy's Mr. Chang, what's that dude?
Yeah,
the
I
really
was
big
watching
streamer?
him before I jumped on here. He plays this Chang character that's fucking hilarious.
Oh my god, and he actually uses like a Chinese voice too.
Yeah.
It is.
Don't fuck with me, Bo. Bo, he calls him Bo. What do you want, Bo?
He's like, you get my car now. Come on. It's like,
But he's so serious. He's so gangster. It's the most gangster like Japanese character I've ever witnessed.
oh my god, it was.
Did you see
it's
the
hilarious.
scene? Did you see the one where the battle scene where he's standing on the bridge or they're on top of the crane?
I'll have to look that up.
Oh my god! I have it. I thought it was so funny. I shared the past recording. He's sitting up there, and like if you hit a button, you can have the characters do things like stand up against a wall and smoke, and do push-ups and sit-ups and a bunch of other stuff. We had one where it made it look like he was floating, and he's just kind of like bobbing up and down like a genie, you know? And it's just like, and he's sitting on top of the crane, and he made a phone call, and he's waiting for somebody to show up, and he's sitting there, and the dude shows up, and he's like, "I've been harnessing my power." Like, and then there's like this crazy ass dialogue that happens where it turns out like they're mortal. It's like it's almost like Ash and fucking that kid that Ash hates, or
Brock. Well, no, not Brock. Gary.
kind of like that. Like they have this speech there where they're like, but of course it's super adult, so it's incredibly like, like your wife doesn't care. Your wife doesn't. She's come here to watch you die, 'cause I fuck her. He's like, you don't fuck my wife.
Oh, I'll have to look that up.
I'll find it after the show. I have it on the Discord after. Or I think I sent it to Mark, but it was hilarious. I'll send I'll find it for you after the show. It's pretty fucking funny.
That's
Shit
amazing.
had me rolling. I was watching a fucking Dragon Ball Z episode or something, or some sort of like I don't even know. It was so good.
Harnessing my power.
I'm harnessing my power. It's like he walks up. He's like, "Why do you hate me?" He's like, "'Cause I fucking hate the way you look. With your fucking stupid hair, your stupid foots, your stupid clothes, and your weak upper body."
Can you see people's names? So like when that other guy came rolling up to him, does he know who he's coming up to?
So no, not on their server. They play on a no pixel server, but our server it
No
did
pixel.
up until like a week ago.
What's a no pixel server?
That's I think that's like the trademark one that the real big streamers are using. Like that's the one that all the people that are in like the top 5-10 of the fucking Twitch shows, I think they're all running on the pixel server, which is super. I mean, you have to fill out an application and come up with a whole character backstory and all that because it's strictly RP.
That's so weird.
Because didn't your supervisor, the home theater supervisor, didn't he have to go through some like crazy process? Isn't he on one of the bigger servers?
Well, then he's probably doing that.
Yeah, he's on one of the larger servers.
That's what I thought.
Well, tell him to stop being a punk and join. Like, come talk on the show. Tell him you got a buddy that's like obsessed with it. He's put mad hours into it. And the rumor has it, a friend of mine might be starting his own server here. Real
nice.
Soon. Yeah.
Right.
Holy shit! Undertaker lost a lot of weight.
Well, yeah, he's like 98 years old.
He's like, this is my last hurrah. Before I'm being taken away by the Undertaker.
Yeah, he has lost weight. Hey, yo, we're gonna get claimed.
Oh, we
we're
will.
Gonna get fucking claimed on YouTube. God, fuck you.
Sorry.
We're gonna get fucking claimed.
That was censored. I apologize. No one saw any of that.
Fucking, I don't know. Whoever
So, like,
owns USA. I'm sure Disney fucking owns it. They're gonna be like, copyright claim.
So on like those bigger servers, so I'm guessing it's probably to protect the streamers, their names don't show up. I'm assuming.
No, because the thing is that those servers, for example, you can't get in unless you fill out an application, and on the application it says, this is a roleplay server that people stream on, so no yelling, profanities, and just you know what I mean.
Gotcha.
Like there's sets of rules, but no, the reason they do that is so that when
don't scream the N-word at the top of your lungs.
Yeah.
yeah, because these are people that are making a legit living doing it, so they don't want that.
Hell no.
Like the other day, we robbed a store, and it was pretty funny, dude. It was pretty funny. But because we put on costumes and changed our voices, but our names still show up at the top, so I was just trying it out. But as soon as I walked out of the door, I got tased.
Did you say they're taking that away where your name shows up?
They already did.
They did.
So last night I was playing with a couple people and we robbed somebody for the first time.
It
was funny. He was picking.
How does that work?
You walk up and if they put their hands up, you get behind them and push G, and you can steal their inventory.
Really?
Yeah. Or they can fight back and
shootout.
Yeah, if there's a shootout type of thing where they die, then you actually don't get anything for it. Like you can't take their inventory when they're dead.
So in what scenario in that case do you get in trouble for doing that? So you go to rob somebody, they don't put their hands up, they fight back, you kill them.
Well,
is that part of the role playing, or can that guy be like, dude, like what the F?
Yeah, well that one is kind of that's up to you, kind of like if all of a sudden people start shooting, that's one thing, but I really don't know. I haven't been in that situation. I would imagine you would want to give the dude an opportunity for a fair fight. So
how can like random people know that you're role playing? So you roll up on somebody, you're badass gangsters, you're drug dealers, you roll up on somebody, and it's part of your story that you're gonna go after this dude. Do you is something like how does all that work, or do you just don't involve random people into your stories?
I do.
If you get what I'm talking about.
I think
if that makes sense.
I think I get what you're saying. So like for instance, my main character, he just runs around saying hi to people and like talking to people and essentially I do try to make people laugh, but if you want to do like a role play story arc, is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, like say like you just want to be like this badass guy that's on the run from the cops or whatever, and that's your character, and you're robbing people, things along those lines, but some random doesn't want to get robbed. Like, how do you like?
Oh, that sucks.
Play that in, how do you play that in the story? Like,
yeah, that's just get good. Don't be dumb. Don't walk around with fucking tons of money in your pocket.
Yes.
Okay. Because like if that guy would be like, well, I didn't want to get robbed. Can they go to the moderators and be like, hey, this guy fucking robbed me. I didn't want to get robbed. I'm just playing for fun. Or they can't do that.
Not really.
Here's the thing. It's like
why are you in there though at that point?
Yeah.
Do you walk around like downtown, and if someone comes up to you and robs you, are you gonna throw a fucking hissy fit and be like, I didn't want to get robbed today? I mean, you probably would.
That's true.
I mean, what's gonna happen?
I really wish they did have like an FBI type thing, like somehow where a character can go and get clues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I
like,
don't know
how did this murder actually happen and actually like solve it?
Yeah, I don't know how they would do that, but that would be super cool if they could.
That'd be pretty interesting.
That would almost take like a whole new. They would have to like completely rework the game.
Well, when I get the cop character, I have a separate costume I have put together for like a vigilante. So I'm gonna role play a character
cool.
He is a cop and has the abilities of a cop, but he's not supposed to be able to. I don't know. It's gonna be funny. I have an idea. I have a series, and I want to see if one of my buddies, because they just said the other day that gangs, because there was a big problem with gangs. There was the red gang and the blue gang, and there were just two groups of people that would start shooting anybody in the opposing colored car, and it was like, whoa, dude, you're like, because some of the ambulances are fucking blue
red
or blue.
Yeah. Oh, red.
Yeah, actually you're right, there is a blue one, but they look like SUVs, some of them. So like medics were on their way to take care of something, and you're not allowed to mess with the medics like really at all. Yeah, and they were getting their cars blowed up while they were driving.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So it's essentially part of the game. You want to be a drug addict, not a drug addict, but you want to be a drug addict. You want to be a drug dealer or something. You essentially know that the cops or looking at you, and if you get arrested or killed by a cop, basically, there's nothing you can't really bitch and complain that you got killed. Kind of like that guy who shot the guy with the shotgun because he was aiming a gun at you. Like, he can't go to the admins and be like, hey, this guy shot me.
He did anyways, and
yeah, that's a little bit different.
By the way, a story update on that. A couple 2 days, 3 days later, he ended up getting banned from the server for doing the same thing over something else that was dumb as fuck.
Really?
Yeah, the server admins were like, stop bothering us over that. There's actually another kid that jumped on, and I've been kind of talking to him, but I told him earlier, I'm like, man, you gotta learn how to just let shit die, because you keep bothering the server admins over money, because he's in the Discord and he's constantly bothering them over money, because the server ended up being reset, and I'm like, dude, they're gonna kick your ass, man.
Like money that he gained inside the game?
Yeah, and then the whole game restarted. I was like, dude, I had more money than you did, and it happened. It's just, you just gotta realize that.
That's when it was down?
Yeah, well, usually they can just restart. Like, so they do an update or they do a patch, and then they restart the server. Well, something happened that ended up they had to actually erase the whole server and start over.
Oh, geez.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it did suck, but it's a plant. I mean, it's these servers are finicky anyways. You can't get sentimentally attached to anything in the game. Huh?
Yeah.
Extremely jank.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah. Like, I told him, I'm like, dude, the fun isn't fun if there's never an L. He's like, what? Yeah. It's like, if you don't ever lose, then you don't have a counterbalance to the wins. So, like,
exactly.
Yeah, it sucks, but and that's why you just have to have fun with it. And yeah, sometimes you're gonna farm for a whole day, and then your whole day is gonna get ruined. So, it's time. Yep. Yeah, kids, man, they don't have Final Fantasy 7 and Star Ocean and all these other games where you grind for fucking 15 hours.
Heck yeah, man.
15 hours? Holy shit, that's a speed run.
I know,
fuck
really
yeah,
it is. I don't know how many times.
Speaking of speed runs, I got a couple funny things later for speaking of people beating games in interesting ways. But that's cool though. How often are you gonna be streaming that, Shredder? I know I haven't seen you stream it much, but
I'm pretty much planning. That's probably what my channel's gonna evolve into, because like I was trying to do it with Ark, because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do roleplay, and so I did that episode in Ark, and
just hilarious as fuck, by the way.
Funny.
All right, I haven't even posted it live yet. I can't get my.
You need to do it.
Do it. Hack into your channel and post it.
Well, all right. But I'm gonna be doing that with the I'm gonna do that with the Grand Theft Auto stuff.
Nice.
And I think it's gonna be a lot funnier. Why can I not get these headphones in? So I'm gonna be doing a whole bunch of it. It's nice. I think I'm gonna, instead of Ark on Tuesdays, I'm gonna do that on Tuesdays. Wednesdays I'm probably gonna do it. Thursdays is the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
Fridays.
Oh, hold on, that's trademarked.
Well, whatever they call it, we call it.
Royal Rumble trademarked.
Overwatch.
Yeah, Overwatch and under. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
hey, I like that.
Yeah, there's that.
Overwatch and under.
Yep. And then Fridays might be Fallout Friday every once in a while, but Fridays are probably going to be Grand Theft Auto.
GTA, baby.
Yep. Especially if my buddy gets his server up and running, because I'll have more pull in what we can add and take away and edit and things like that. Because like some servers I was watching, some servers, not only do they have all the different jobs you can do, so you have the jobs you can do, you have the illegal activities you can do, you have role playing you can do. Well, some of the servers also have like points of interest. So I was watching one stream where they were trying to turn, I think they were trying to turn the power station off.
BRB, keep talking.
Yeah, the electric plant. They were like trying to turn the electric plant off, and it was a series of like locks that spin, and you have to get the lines to match up, Yeah. And it looked like it was actually kind of difficult, but hey, Potato, what's going on? But they were running the spin dials, and as soon as you trigger one of them, because there's like 3 of them, the cops are like on their way, and they come packed. So something, I don't know what ends up happening when you shut it off. In our server, I would like it to do a server restart if somebody turns the power plant off.
God, that would fuck everything though.
Yeah, man. If a server restart happens, like we'd have it so it automatically saves like every 10 minutes or whatever, but fucking somebody manages to turn the power plant off, it fucking restarts the server, or shuts down electricity in half the town or something. I don't know. I think it would be cool if it did something funny.
That'd be neat.
But yeah, doing those type of things and heists and things like that would be fun if they were able to implement them better. I've been thinking about, that's the other thing about really cool about running your own server, the idea that I can have it set up so that, I don't know, maybe there's a van or something that's being escorted by a couple cops, and then put the announcement on the bulletin board, for them to try to take it.
Yeah.
See if anybody can actually, and then this way it's a fun little thing.
Oh man, I could see me being like some sort of like fucking kingpin or mob boss, and be like, I want you to get that fucking van for me. There's a $500,000 bounty on this van, and everyone's like, "What's in the van?" And it's just like, I just want the van. It's a nice looking.
It's a nice van.
It's a nice looking van, dude. This has like DVD players in the back, yo.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. The GTA 5 RP is a really interesting idea, and I'm glad that the game is actually seeing like a renaissance again.
Yeah.
It's weird because it's had like 3 renaissances.
Well, especially because of how old it is. That game came out in like 2013, 14.
13. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we found it was like 13.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's
Yeah,
cool.
it came out on the PS3 and 360.
Right. Remember how gorgeous it was? It is a good game.
It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful at the time. You look at it compared to like the new versions now, it's like, oh, this looks like trash garbo.
Yeah, well, there was rumor that they might be making a GTA 6, but
I'm sure they're making it right now.
I was looking around online though, and they said that there's no indication they were planning on doing that.
Oh, they're definitely are. They want money. The GTA 5 will only have so much steam, until it just fizzles, and then GTA 6 comes out.
Right. Well, honestly, it seems like
I think both games will kind of coexist for a while until the servers pick up for GTA 6.
What these game companies need to realize is that they need to stop. They need to start working on their engines more. If they can make it so that they can just put out something that the modding community can then take and build off of.
Do you think because of all the modding in 5 that 6 will be more geared towards that?
Who knows? No. Yeah, but yeah, they're not about that.
No.
Rockstar is not about the modding thing. They're
they don't do anything about it though. They let it happen.
They did really hard. I don't know how this 5M thing is getting away with it. Maybe it's a controlled environment and that's why they allow it to be there, but people were getting banned for having a single player game and putting a mod on their own just single player.
Yep.
Bro, really?
Yeah, man, they were fucking killing people with it.
I didn't know that. That's crazy. That sucks though, because I feel like it draws people to this.
I know, that's what the entire community's yelling about. They're like, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, driving people back to a game that's been very dormant for a few years.
Yeah, who knows how many people have bought. I wonder what their sales numbers look like over the last fucking...
170,000 people right now are watching Grand Theft Auto 5.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
50,000 more than Fortnite. That's insane.
Yeah, because it's hilarious.
Absolutely insane. Like, it's just crazy. It's awesome.
Yeah, hey, good for Rockstar.
Yeah. Mr. Chang Most Wanted.
The company that works their people to death.
Yeah.
Hundreds.
You would figure too, because Rockstar has not, like, the servers, they essentially don't have to do anything. Other people run them, so they kind of sit there, right, in a sense,
and bank
and gain revenue. I don't know why they wouldn't want to capitalize on that.
I don't know, because they can't make money off of it.
Yeah, maybe. I guess, like, if you license it out, I guess if you try to license it, like for example, McDonald's Corporation. McDonald's as a corporation does not want to physically own any McDonald's. They want to license
that's extremely expensive to
the name McDonald's to independent people like Erie. For example, this company called Tom Mule Enterprises owns 7 McDonald's. They own the one on Peach, the Upper and Lower, Interstate, Girard, Albion, State Street, and there's 2 more that this one particular company owns.
And then they give their dues to McDonald's.
Yeah, but the thing, and that's you would figure they'd want to do the same thing because then McDonald's doesn't have to do anything. The physical owners are in charge, while McDonald's, as the hierarchy, just gets a royalty for letting them use the name McDonald's.
That's why you see there's some like McDonald's that serve like the McRib or Shamrock Shakes year round.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's self-owned, and like that McDonald's I worked at in Girard, and like I said, it's the same company. It's all self-owned, and that's what McDonald's wants to do. Only 15% of the McDonald's are owned by the corporation itself.
James.
Every other McDonald's is self-owned.
James.
Yes.
Do you know of the existence of a McDonald's that sells Shamrock Shakes year round?
There are some, yeah.
Is there any back home?
No.
Damn.
No, not in Erie.
Not up here.
Damn.
Not up here.
Not in Erie. But I know there are,
I
though.
would fucking go to McDonald's all the time if they had Shamrock Shakes.
Yeah. What you
None
do
of the
is you have
McDonald's down here. Go ahead, Schroeder.
You have them do like Shamrock Shake for the first like quarter, then chocolate, then Shamrock, then chocolate. You have them layer it like that. Yeah, it's good shit. Real good shit.
So, Walker, what have you been up to?
Yeah.
Just living the dream. Been really playing played some more what the fuck's that game called?
I don't know.
Left 4 Dead 4? Left 4 Dead 2, unfortunately. Left 4 Dead 4, yeah, I know. We skipped 3. Which unfortunately James got kicked out of last week.
Oh, fuck that bullshit.
Yeah, did you ever get that like sorted out?
Yeah, I Discord just randomly reinstalled itself.
Yeah, he messaged me and he was like, yeah, it started, I tweeted him, and then it started downloading by itself.
Yeah, it was just like...
It's like they knew. So that was fun. But you were there, Schroeder.
I swear my blood pressure went up like 20 points during that.
Dude, yeah, you were so mad.
I was so fucking pissed.
Nah, you were so mad. I felt bad, but haven't really gamed as much as I should, unfortunately, and it hurts my soul. I don't know, like the whole move kind of thrown things off a little bit. This 3-hour time zone, it really fucks with me because right now it's 7:50 right there, and what
weird.
it's 11 for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah.
10:50.
Yeah, and so it throws stuff off. So I'm geared up. Okay, it's 8 p.m. Let's get it. It's fucking 11 o'clock where you guys are at.
Yep.
9 p.m. Like when I lived in Central Time, I got done working at 8 Central, 9 p.m. your guys' time. So 7:30, 8 o'clock, I would get on at my time. 8 p.m. It'd be 9 p.m. my time, 10 p.m. your guys' time. So which isn't horrible.
No.
Now I'm getting on at 7.
Just so you could get.
Yeah. So yesterday, for example, WrestleMania. It started at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
So
fucking ridiculous.
2 p.m.'s the pre-show, 5 p.m.'s the actual show. 4 p.m. was the actual show. 7 p.m. it started with you guys. So James started watching at 7 p.m. It's dark. Okay, it's nighttime. My time, it was fucking 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 85 degrees. And so I'm inside. I'm looking outside. I'm like, this is so fucking awkward. Like, I don't know what to do.
It's so weird watching a wrestling event when it's light out.
Yeah, so it throws, in retrospect, it's the same time as you guys, but, like, in my sense, it's not. So, like, when I got on, it was 6 p.m. when I got on this. 9 p.m.
Weird.
when you guys got on. It's just like you wouldn't think 3 hours makes a difference, but it really does.
3 hours is a long time, man.
It is, and
That's
it kind of.
The new Avengers movie.
Oh, that is confirmed, by the way. The new Avengers is 3 hours. It's 3 hours and 1 minute long.
God damn.
Making it the longest movie by like 40 seconds. It beats the Justice League.
That's crazy.
Sidebar.
No, Dances with Wolves is longer, my dude.
Oh yeah.
Long.
Modern time.
Well, okay. What
Dances with Wolves is in the 70s.
Yeah,
like modern, like the last couple years.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, okay, let's get technical here then. Is that my new catchphrase? You want to get technical? If you really want to get technical here, there is a movie that is coming out. I think next year, the year after. That's going to be like 24 hours long.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's 24
Are they
hours
just
long.
putting every single piece of clip they ever recorded for this movie?
Yeah,
not cutting anything?
It's one of those like avant-garde, like artsy things. It's only going to be shown once, and they were destroying the master copy.
Interesting.
Okay.
Weird. But anyways, yeah, the time zone kind of throws it off, so it's like it doesn't really bother me so much. But when I used to play, my kids would be going to bed.
Yeah.
Now they're up for 3 more hours, 2.5 more hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when I used to end gaming, my son Lincoln would be in bed because it would be 8:30, 9 o'clock ish my time, and Grayson would be going to bed as well. Now they're up for another 2 some hours, and it's just like it feels weird. Like right now they're out, like they're in the living room playing, and Nicole's working.
Weird.
And so, like, I feel bad. Like, they're chilling in the living room by themselves, and I'm in here. So, I kind of got to work that out a little bit. Like, how do I make this work? Because
how do you balance it?
Because I don't want to just chill in here at 6:30 when it's still sunny for another 2 hours.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if I don't, I can't game with you guys.
Yeah.
And so that's a challenge for myself.
What we need to do is we just need to move over there.
Exactly. Y'all need to come to Texas, Arizona.
Arizona.
Speaking of Texas, though, fucking 2 months plus in the making. That call center job called me today to set up a final interview with corporate on Friday. Like, this literally has been the long. No, I'm not saying anything bad about Best Buy. If you're watching this, I love you guys. But it's been literally the longest interview that I've ever, like, this process has literally been almost 3 months.
Wow.
Because how long I told you about this a long time ago. It was
a while ago.
It was a while ago. It was, what is it, April, January, March, February when I applied for all this.
Yeah, I think it was like February.
And I had the over the phone interview, the original one. That took about a month. I had a phone interview with. It was about a month and a half, and then I had a phone interview with, because there's no GM. Essentially, I'm the GM.
Yeah, you'll be the Michael Scott.
Exactly what it is, and kind of like his boss, like the district guy who oversees everything. I had an interview with him, and that has since been a month. And I got a message today while I'm working. The lady wants to set me up now with the corporate director of what's called ECC, Employee Customer Care. Because what this job is, it's ECC of sales. So it's employee customer employee customer care of sales. So customer calls in, they want to buy something. I'm the one that helps train the employees to sell the product over the phone to them. Mm-hmm. Adding the Geek Squad protection, everything like that. I don't sell myself, but I help coach and train one-on-ones, do all that, help the employees over the phone, basically give them the skills and whatever else it is. To a customer calls in, hey, I saw this TV, I'm trying to buy it off BestBuy.com, it's not working. Oh, I can definitely help you. Then adding the accessories, the Geek Squad, blah, 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 blah. So essentially having a full-fledged sale over the phone without actually seeing the person.
That's interesting.
Now, do people work from home, or do you go to a place?
It's in an actual building. So, just like the office. It's in a some kind of tower building. It's a one whole floor. And I'm assuming I would have an office. I don't know, never. But it's kind of cool. So it's essentially in the middle of nowhere, but at the same time it's not. It's directly in the middle of San Antonio and Austin. It's 30 minutes to San Antonio, 30 minutes to Austin. So then you essentially can kind of pick, if you want to live in a big city, which one you want to live in.
Kind of like us here, where it's like we're an hour and a half from Cleveland, Buffalo, and Pittsburgh.
Exactly.
See.
So that is Friday with, like I said, the corporate director of the ECC, and then from there, I don't know if he decides or he goes back and gets with the district manager, and they kind of go from there. So
Wait a minute, does that mean your family would be moving again?
So the game plan for that would be is I would move by myself because Nicole was contracted, so she can't leave.
Oh.
And then we have this apartment for 6 months. Is that so? Essentially, I would move by myself, find a place. Schroeder, you would move with me.
fucking asshole.
You know I love you, James. You'd be there too. Yeah, you know I love you.
That'd be crazy, dude. The three of us.
That would be. James is
Just
like,
a streamer
fuck
house.
you guys, I'm not going now. No, I would like fucking like you two coming. That'd be absolutely amazing. Hire you guys max salary. Don't know what that is, but we'll talk logistics in the future.
Yeah.
But essentially, I would move by myself, get my own place, and then I would be in Texas by myself or whoever wants to take the journey with me. And eventually, Nicole then would come with the boys to me because my parents are leaving tomorrow to come here. So Nicole will have the support from my mom, like as a babysitter and stuff like that. So they wouldn't necessarily need me here. So that's kind of that is what the game plan would be. Exactly, I'm expendable. But yeah, that's what essentially the game plan would be. Is she would stay here, make a shit ton of money. I would go there, make a shit ton of money, and then together, eventually, she then would come to me, and then she can either apply at jobs in San Antonio or apply in jobs in Austin.
Yeah. Well, that's a decent plan.
So, but that, like, obviously, I'm assuming if I get it, I would find out next week, and then from there, I don't know how like fast how. So say they tell me like the next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which is the 15th, 16th, 17th. I'm assuming they would probably be like, hey, can you be here by May 1st? So I don't know exactly how that logistic plans. They may say like May 6th, give me a full month. I don't know, or tell me to take my time. I don't know.
Because I know you'd have a lot of buttons to push.
Yeah, and I know from what I was told that they're expanding this call center, so they're hiring 2 of my positions. Basic. I'm assuming it's probably. I don't know if we'll split the teams in half, like because they're adding 20 employees to this call center.
Wow.
Because that's how much like this side of the business is actually booming.
Wow.
Like even like my Geek Squad side of it, they're adding in the last like couple weeks they've added like 10 other jobs, and they're gonna keep adding more jobs. I was like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
Because the more people that don't want to come into the store,
yeah.
Unfortunately, that is a declining business. Is people physically coming into the store.
I mean, why do that when you could just get it over the phone? You know.
Exactly.
I mean, that's what I would do. Fuck going anywhere.
So.
Saturday, I didn't put on pants until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
I know. And plus, with games like Grand Theft Auto role playing coming out, I got one of those. I got one of those chairs that the handicap people use, so that you just sit in that and drop a deuce. The white ones with the metal things around. Yeah. Yep. I got one of those, so I didn't have to go anywhere. You know, I ordered a pizza and just sat down in my chair and gamed for like 110 hours. I'm just kidding.
That's phenomenal.
Larry Hogs.
Larry Hogs. Essentially that's the game plan. So we'll see how that pans out here. So I like Texas. I had no issues with Texas, and that puts me 2 hours ahead of where I was before. So that's always a plus. But what the schedule would be when it comes down to that, I have no idea.
Right.
So, and it's a salary.
Hell yeah, dude! If you end up moving to Texas, I'd fucking squat with you for until your lady gets there, and then figure out what my next move would be. But heck yeah, man.
Yeah, let me. I'll definitely keep you both posted because I definitely want. If I do get it, obviously I want the best team I can possibly have. So, and you are two of the best salespeople I know. So, and with Geek Squad experience,
I'm terrible at sales. I hate selling stuff to people. I do.
Being at Geek Squad for so long, who knows?
You know what my favorite thing to do now is?
What?
Functionality check.
There you go. Oh my god.
It really is. I love doing functionality. Nobody bothers you. You just do your business. Nobody else likes to do it. I know. It used to be my least favorite. Now it's my favorite.
That's everyone's least favorite.
I love it.
Yeah, me too, man. Because nobody else wants to do it, nobody bothers you when you're doing it.
Oh, fuck no, because they don't want to do it, so they see the guy doing it. Okay, he can do it.
Yeah. You know what I still don't
That was Ebes.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone's like, oh, Ebes can do it. I wonder how he's doing.
I know. He was one of my favorite humans in the whole world.
Because he's not there anymore, right? You guys had to get rid of all your OS.
Yeah, we did.
That's what I thought.
It's crazy.
What did he leave for? Didn't he start like his own business? Do you remember, James?
I think so.
I don't remember.
Your microphone's a little quiet, bro.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm fucking like peeking on mine.
There you go.
Like,
it was because I think he was away from where he was talking.
Yeah, I was like right here. Yeah.
I think I have to make some adjustments.
Closer.
But no, that's one thing going back. I said just finishing up mine. I know we're getting off topic, but that's one thing I just want to work on myself is trying to balance the 3-hour time difference. Because if I don't get the job, obviously we're gonna stay here for the foreseeable future. So trying to balance that. Not that Nicole really, she doesn't care, but at the same time I feel like she's frustrated. She comes home, the boys are chilling in the living room by themselves for 2+ hours, and then.
Yeah.
I think it'll be better when my mom comes, because then she can help out on that side. Not. I'm saying I'm not gonna do anything for people that want to take that out of context. There for people that are like, "Oh, you're a fucking shitty dad. You're not gonna help with your kid. You're just gonna game all goddamn day." No, that's not what I'm saying. And Nicole knows that I want to make money off of this. That's my ultimate goal is to be financially stable one day to where I don't have to physically work and this can be my job. So, and obviously it takes time and. Takes effort. I've only been doing it for 4 months, 3 months.
Something like that, yeah.
So.
It's been a hot minute.
And obviously, being away from it doesn't help my cause, but at the same time, it's that's my goals. And then playing, like I said, I got GTA 5, so I'm gonna be that venture. And then I don't know.
Hurry the hell up with that, man. What the fuck's taking you so long to get on the server? You need to come up with a character. Think about who your character's gonna be, and then. I'm really down to do that rogue cop thing. I think that would be fucking. Well, I think you and I should be. I think we should wear basically the same costume, but one of us wear red or white, and the other one wear black, and then like we're What if we did that? We were partners, and then something happened.
We just drifted apart, and then we started like. Like we started not trusting each other. Like
exactly.
Like this guy is being sketchy. I don't know, man. I think we need to start investigating him. And you say the same with me. And
exactly. And then it ends up
tension brew.
And something crazy happens, and then we end up getting thrown off the force. And then there's 2 gangs, and it's like super villains.
Everyone, calm the F down. Put the guns away. No one has to die today, folks. I don't care. He betrayed me.
Yep. And then at the very end there'll be this really awkward love scene.
Exactly. Yeah. Make it happen.
It'll be amazing.
Awkward.
And then
but this would take like a couple months. This would be over the course of. This would be a series that fucking lives on in it forever. We'll have our own Dragon Ball Z moment on top of the roof.
Oh fuck yeah! And then I do gotta play that into next week. World War Z comes out, so that's the new age version of Left 4 Dead. So I'm gonna be getting that and playing that. Don't worry, I'm gonna do both. I'm only gonna play World War Z when someone wants to play with me. So, and I don't think James is getting it.
Nope.
Probably
not
so.
for a while. Not for a hot
So
I don't know when I'll get it either.
So if no one gets it, then it'll just sit there. But at least I'll have it.
Yeah.
So
have it. What are you getting on?
Probably PS4.
Oh, PS4. Okay.
Because I know Miller pre-ordered it for PS4.
Okay.
So.
I wish there was more games that we could do the Battle Royale thing on.
Not necessarily Battle Royale, but Borderlands 3 They are working hard to make it cross-platform.
Halo.
That'd be cool.
Halo, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Halo.
Halo's coming back.
Halo. Yeah,
I'm just looking
Borderlands
for more of those
3 to
Team
kind of
Fortress stuffs, you know.
segue our way directly into news.
I forgot to say what I want to do, since you guys are talking about what you want to do with
Oh, my bad.
streaming wise. I told you
go
about
ahead.
this, Walker. I want to get like The Sims 4, because there's a mod on there where you could be like, there's a YouTuber career.
Yes. I've
And
seen
I
that.
felt like do that and have like, I'll make all three of us a character, like different characters, and all just in one YouTube house,
I like that.
and just see the fucking madness ensue.
Didn't you have one time in Schroeder have like a Geek Squad house?
Yep. It was really
Like
dumb.
Dale was just always depressed and sad.
Yeah, and you were into physical fitness, and I think I only ended up getting.
change.
Yeah, I ended up getting I only played that for a couple days.
Did he show me that though? And Dale was like, you can see Dale right there. He's walking around. He's all.
He's fucking moping. He's moping about something.
I think I was like lifting weights or something like that. I was like, that's fucking amazing. That was the peak of my fitness. That's kind of changed since then, but it'll go back there one day. I do like that idea though. That's not multiplayer, right?
No, hell no.
I wish it was. Yeah, if it was, man, that'd
They
be
had
funny.
The Sims Online years ago, and that was
That was
trash.
terrible. Terrible that
Oh,
one
I
was.
forgot about that game.
Yeah.
You would think
a lot
that
of
with the
people do.
game, because that's got a bigger semi-open world concept, The Sims,
Yeah, I don't
That they would
understand why
have,
they've
like,
never done it.
that they would have like an online. Yeah, they don't speak words, but you can type. I guess we
Yeah.
could talk if they had a mic.
Yeah, if they had a mic, dude. If they made it online, that game would fucking explode.
Oh yeah.
You don't really need to make it online though, because it's like, again, it's the role playing opportunities are huge in that, and it's just
Oh, yeah.
it's playing with your dolls.
Well, that's what I mean. But playing with real people, the organic situations that happen are
Oh, yeah.
fucking gold.
That would be
bro.
Didn't you make like an art gallery or something, Schroeder? Or you were going to?
In my game? Yeah.
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 I thought so.
Art's the most profitable thing in the Sims,
Yeah.
it seems.
It is. Yeah, it actually
So
is.
the start
Like,
an art
things like-
gallery is usually the most profitable. It was ridiculous. Because in the Sims 4 you can make clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I would have like a club of children that would just go around cleaning things. They were my little Chinese workforce. And then I had a bunch of people that would come and paint pictures, and then I would sell them. And they were
That's
like the
awesome.
workforce. I wanted to make like an Alex Jones studio.
Oh,
Okay.
But I couldn't figure out a way to monetize the characters.
As the meme.
But that's awesome though. Like I think that really would add to that role playing adventure if you were able to get multiple people like in the house, like, hey, you want to move in with me? No, I'm gonna build my old house off to the side, and then
Fuck
eventually
But yeah, exactly. Like
find if you actually found somebody in the game per se, you can have them move in with you, or
Grand
just
Theft-
have your
Hey, you want to come to my creepy sex dungeon?
you
exactly.
could even go cross platform or cross game with it, because in Grand Theft Auto you can't build houses and shit. So
Yeah.
like it's almost like it's the same game but for two different types of people. You have the people
Yeah.
that want no PvP at all and just building, and then you got the people that want PvP and no building.
No building.
Yeah. So
Yeah. Like
you
you're two different worlds.
right, and have them combined together. Like, fuck this, I'm
Exactly.
going home, and then you drive over to Sims 4 and fucking
Yep.
now you're playing with that community, and you got some friends from the other game that come over and hang out and stuff like that.
That would be kind of cool though, having that like you have like your friendly neighborhood, like you kind of hanging out with your family, and then you have your dark side, your second life, where I have to go to work, where it's like, babe, I have to go to work, and then you drive to the
fucking
other
drug
side,
dealer.
you're a fucking drug dealer, killing people.
Right.
Come
Honey, I
home.
gotta
I
go
love
over the
you, honey.
bridge.
It's like,
Now let
I
me just
love you
build
so
this
much.
beautiful extension to our fucking to our trailer.
Come home. I just made a $500,000 doing what? Oh, just doing my job, babe. Oh, it's so awesome. I love you, honey. I'm going to work. Boom, 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 boom.
God,
Fucking
that'd be
killing
so
people.
cool to tie. Dude, could you imagine if somebody found a way to make the two games blend and then tie the currency together?
Oh my god.
Like one currency for both games. God, that'd be the coolest
Kinda
shit
like,
in the world.
kind of like a Breaking Bad concept, where like the guy where what the fuck's his name? Walter White had a loving family, and everything like that. But at the end of the day, he was a meth. He made meth, like the purest meth in the world. Obviously, it didn't turn out for him, but you take the not turning out concept out of it. But then he had to keep it secret, and then his wife found out, and then she was in on it, and then that like taking like that TV show and making it into a game would be phenomenal. Where you have one person, two lives, like that would be a game for the ages.
Yeah.
And then based on what you
tie
say,
it into like fucking Elite Dangerous, and now you're in space too. Could you imagine?
That'd be sick. God. And then based on like your actions or what you say and do, it changes like the content of the game. Like if you fuck up and say something to somebody,
guys,
you're gonna say there's a game like that.
Guys,
what?
There's a multiplayer mod for The Sims 4.
So really? That's funny.
There's a multiplayer mod. I guess it was in like 2 years in development.
Wow.
That's hilarious.
Fucking do it. There we go.
We're gonna tie the two games together. Oh, dude, we're gonna tie the two games together.
Goddamn stone.
And then it's gonna have. All right, so for the money, we'll use a Discord server.
There you go. Oh my god. Like you got to keep it like what would be cool like if they made you combine the two, but like I said, if you like have an open mic and you say something wrong, like you get a pop up saying like the dialogue of the game, like it for your character now changed, where now you get like you go past cops and they're kind of looking at you like, interesting.
Yeah.
And then you have to like try to cover your tracks, so then you're not being looked at, and then you go back to your home with your caring, loving family, and then. But at the same time, it's all open world, so you can find someone random and kind of like then it'd be the concept of like me and you, like or me, you, and James. Like James is the cop, but he's not supposed to know like what we're doing, or vice versa, or one of us. James wouldn't be the cop, but
you guys looking fucking shady over there.
Right. God.
What are you guys doing? I'll just have a donut the entire time.
Standing there at the street corner every time you leave your house.
I'll be right back.
No, you're good, bro.
Guys doing.
That would be funny.
Well,
though.
hey, that's perfect. Since he's gonna be gone, we can talk about WrestleMania.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, because I don't know nothing about that stuff.
Yeah. All right.
So segue now.
Let's kind of keep this short. Don't forget to put in the timestamp when we're done talking about WrestleMania.
Boom. Yesterday.
Yes, yesterday. WrestleMania. Fucking 50 million hours.
WrestleMania 3-5.
God damn it, that was so fucking long.
2 p.m. Well, 2 p.m. Pacific time. 4 p.m.
5 p.m. our time.
5 p.m. your time. Actual event was 5.5 hours total. 7.5 hours worth of wrestling.
I didn't leave Ramon's house until like 12:30.
Jeez.
I got there at 5. I put in a full goddamn work day.
So either a 1 to 10.
That's at fruit bar.
Either a 1 to 10 or the alphabet grades. What do you give it overall for the show?
I give it a solid 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
There were some moments that made me fucking just shit myself because how great it was.
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk about the Elias segment?
Oh my god, that was
how much did you mark out? Because I marked out when Elias is sitting there playing his guitar, and then you hear "We're live." This Thugonomics, and then fucking John Cena with his Yankees jersey, wearing his jorts.
Dude, that was.
Oh my god!
At first, I couldn't. When I heard the thing and I saw the thing, I'm like, I can't read what that says. And then it was, you think you're untouchable? I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah. What was really funny was our buddy Britton. We were talking a little bit before that, and he was like, "Man, during the Kurt Angle match, John Cena should just come out, but as original John Cena." Yeah, dude,
that was
so hard during that entire thing. It was great.
Dude, his rap was spot on. It was fucking perfect. I was
Oh my god,
this was amazing.
Me. It hurt me. I felt the burn.
Dude, that was
golden shovels, so I'm gonna bury you.
You call me the golden shovels. I'm gonna bury you now. It's like, oh my god.
Oh my god, that hurt. That fucking hurt my soul.
Dude, that was. I could not believe that he came. I was, cause like I said, I first came out. I'm like, I don't know what that says. I'm like, I know this music though, and then it says, "You think you're untouchable?" I'm like, I was like, oh! I was like, no fucking way.
We were all just like mouths agape. All four of us, just like, holy shit.
That was probably
really
one of the most iconic moments of the whole entire night. I don't know. Did you watch the pre-show when
Oh yeah.
won?
When who won?
The Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawking with the tag titles.
No, I didn't.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Crowd was like, you could tell that they learned from their previous mistakes. The arena was pretty packed because there's been previous years where people actually weren't sitting down until after the first match, like well into the second, because of how crowded it was. Yeah, last year, the year before, Seth Rollins winning.
Terrible.
Oh, that was awful. Seth was amazing. That was awesome. Which you kind of knew. It's rumored now that Brock Lesnar will be facing Daniel Cormier in Daniel Cormier's last UFC fight. Because after that he's gonna retire. And I love Paul Heyman's like little subtle hints. We're gonna go back to Las Vegas where we're ultimately appreciated. Ultimate Fighting Conference UFC. I was like, you fucking take subtle jabs. I was like, that's hilarious.
Well, that whole match was kind of like a double-edged sword almost.
Yeah.
Because on the first hand, Rollins got fucking bodied at the beginning.
Oh my god, when when Brock Lesnar face planted him off of the bottom, the metal.
Yeah. He got absolutely destroyed. So in my mind, it's like there's no fucking way that this dude could win.
No.
Like Rollins, there's no way he could win. He got destroyed. But on the other hand, so that's bad. The other bad is
he did a heel move. Seth Rollins did. Kicked him in the nuts.
Yeah, so like if Seth Rollins wins, it's bad because he shouldn't have won. He got his ass handed to him at the beginning.
Yep.
He shouldn't be fucking walking.
Speaking of which.
But on the other hand, it's like, yeah, but Brock Lesnar would win again though.
If he'll come back.
Oh,
he mouthed. They quickly turned it away. He was like, fucking kill you. When Seth Rollins was up on the ramp. Speaking of which, do you want? Oh, never mind. It didn't happen. What? So Kofi Kingston came out on Raw today and challenged Seth Rollins to a winner-take-all title for title match. To combine the titles. Fortunately, it lasted a whole 5 minutes. It looks like the Bar came out and beat them both up.
Okay.
And it became a no disqualification. The crowd started chanting, "This is bullshit."
Can I say I am so glad Kofi Kingston won.
Oh yeah, that was absolutely phenomenal.
We all popped so hard.
That was the biggest celebration when Kofi Kingston won.
Oh yeah, everyone in that stadium popped.
Dude, when he was getting kicked in the face by Daniel Bryan, then he got up, and started like hulking up.
Yeah,
the crowd was.
And
super
you saw
hot
his weird non-pecs.
Yeah, his like weird man boobs.
It went over here.
That was awesome. So what was it? So you had Seth Rollins, Brock Lesnar, which was good.
We had that really good fatal 4-way tag match with Aleister Black and Ricochet and those.
I wish Ricochet did more.
Well, yeah, I mean this is just a taste.
AJ Styles versus Randy. What'd you think of that?
It was all right.
I guess AJ Styles got hurt. He's not gonna be on SmackDown tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think Randy Orton can be one of the best in the company if he's paired with the right person.
Oh yeah.
And I think AJ Styles is that right person.
So I guess WWE, I guess there was a huge controversy during that match. I guess there was a giant bright ass light that blinded half of the crowd during the whole entire match, and they couldn't. Nobody could see. Half the crowd couldn't see that fight.
Yeah.
Because I guess they forgot to turn off like this beam that was at one of their entrances. So literally all you see is this bright ash yellow light. Yep. My phone died, so I can't show you it.
What other matches were there?
Is that gross Schroeder or something? You just like spit it out.
What other matches were there? There's
the Bailey Schroeder, what was that? You're muted.
Yeah, you're muted. Your headphones.
It's coffee. I just coughed all over my fucking screen.
I wasn't sure if you were shocked at the yellow light that I talked about, or
well, that had me.
There's a yellow light.
That had me giggle too, and then it all came together in a triumphant explosion of coffee on my monitor screen.
The women's tag.
Women's tag was okay. It wasn't anything spectacular.
The ending was good with the Iconics.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was pretty good too. Yeah, that was.
You had
there's that fucking terrible match with Rey Mysterio.
I don't understand. He was injured to begin with. He hurt his ankle at Raw, like really, really bad. To I guess where he shouldn't wrestle. It's like, why make him wrestle if you're just gonna have him squash 30 seconds?
You're just gonna get him bodied.
Shane versus The Miz.
Oh my God, The Miz is fucking dead.
So if,
holy shit, that ending spot. Ending spot, I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna die.
So essentially, Schroeder, what happened was, you know what a suplex is? Make somebody lift them backs. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but essentially, so what happened was Shane McMahon in this one person called The Miz were about 15 feet in the air. The Miz
higher
suplex,
than that. Higher than
probably
that.
Probably 25 feet in the air.
Oh, something like that.
Suplexes, they both crash into I don't know what you call it, a production.
Yeah,
production padding or something like that.
Yeah.
And they're all sunken in.
Yeah. Let me tell you, and like The Miz wasn't moving.
No.
I was genuinely concerned for his health.
I don't know anything about wrestling. I don't know anything about what you guys are talking about.
I'm trying to find my my charger here, so I can turn on my phone, but nevertheless.
Yeah, but that was a good match. I really liked how they went into the crowd and had a good old fashioned street fight. That was great. Because I was complaining during that, like right before all that shit happened. It's like they never do that anymore. They never do that cool stuff anymore.
No, where they actually go into the crowd and beat the shit out of each other with weapons.
Yeah.
Nia Jax. We saw that one. Kofi Kingston, that was phenomenal.
Yep.
Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns.
I'm tired of Roman already.
People were booing him.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Which I kind of feel bad because that was supposed to be his comeback match.
That was supposed to be his comeback match, but you know what? Me being the cynical piece of shit I am, he probably didn't have leukemia. He probably didn't. 4 months.
4 months to recover. Triple H and Batista. That crowd was
fun.
Dead.
That was fun.
I guess the crowd was completely dead at that point. They weren't even making noise. They just didn't care.
Yeah. Can I just say how much I marked out when John Cena did the FU?
Oh,
the 5-knuckle shuffle.
Yep, that was insane. Triple H ripping Batista's nose ring out of his face.
Yeah.
Essentially, a nose hold bars match. Schroeder is like anything goes. So Dave Batista, who's his character in Guardians of the Galaxy? Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy. You know what I'm talking about? The guy that's all painted, super buff.
Yeah.
That's Dave Batista. He used to wrestle.
Okay.
Officially.
Yeah, Triple H, they had a no-holds-barred match, so that means essentially anything goes. And in one of the spots, he took a pair of pliers and ripped out Dave Batista's nose ring.
That's
and his
really
nose started bleeding.
That's great.
That's super rude.
The horrible Baron Corbin versus Kurt Angle farewell match.
Oh, yeah, fuck that. Kurt Angle should have won.
Yeah, I don't know why he didn't.
That is a spit in the face of one of your top performers for the since like the beginning.
I understand that, like, you want to. I know it's his last match, so it doesn't matter.
You're cutting
But
out
still,
hard,
I mean,
bro.
it fucking matters. It still fucking matters.
Yeah.
Because it is his last match. That's why I'm so pissed that the Undertaker kept losing his last matches. I mean, I could see the reasoning for it to build up heat, but like, yo, he's just fucking bad. He's just bad.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense either.
All right, what about the last match where I was falling asleep midway through it?
Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte versus Becky.
Yeah.
Not bad. Ronda
It wasn't a bad
Rousey.
match.
Ronda Rousey, I guess, horribly broke her hand.
Really?
Yeah, she either she punched somebody or landed on her hand wrong, and she, I guess, really legitly badly broke her hand.
Oh Jesus.
It wasn't bad. The ending was kind of shit.
That ending, I hated that ending.
I guess that was Ronda Rousey's fault.
Really?
Supposedly she wasn't supposed to have her shoulder up, and she did.
Jeez.
Supposedly she wasn't supposed to have her shoulder up, and accidentally put it up. So I guess it was supposed to be like a straight pin.
Yeah.
So.
Well, no, that full ending where she like, yeah, just kind of slid on top and.
Yeah, that whole spot was pretty awful.
Yeah. Oh boy. I'm glad that we stopped drinking every time there was a botch.
That's
I feel
hilarious.
like I would have been dead.
Hall of Fame news. Do you ever recall Bret the Hitman Hart Schroeder or know the name?
Yep.
During the Hall of Fame on Saturday on live TV, he got attacked.
Yeah, on stage.
On stage.
Well, that's okay. He's a wrestler. He can.
Well, a fan.
But he's also like 65 years old.
Yeah, a fan jumped the barrier and just kind of tackled him.
Yeah, tackled him and his niece.
Blindsided him. Oh, that dude got fucking wrecked though.
Oh my god! Like 10 wrestlers now came up and literally were punching him in the face.
Oh my god.
Ronda Rousey's husband, who is an ex-UFC fighter, was the first one there, and I guess he was just hauling off on this dude.
Well, what do you expect to happen when you fucking decide to try to fight a wrestler during his little
So
Hall of Fame
the reason why he did it, so he said he felt that it was the right moment to attack because we shouldn't have had women as the main event at WrestleMania.
Oh, go fucking off yourself, dude.
And so he was making a statement and thought that Bret Hart was the perfect person to attack.
Go fuck yourself, you piece of shit.
Yeah. He's an ex-MMA fighter with 2 wins, 1 loss. He got arrested 2 times for stalking his opponents.
The fuck?
Go fuck yourself.
The guy he lost to, he stalked for like a month. The guy then got a court order. He broke the court order and he got arrested. He got arrested in January and he got arrested obviously on Saturday.
Well, Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he felt it was the right moment because it was at the beginning of Bret Hart's Hall of Fame speech. But yeah, there was wrestlers that were just going off like.
Oh yeah,
I've been to one. I went to one.
Fucking face.
I went to one actual like WWF thing when they came to Erie with my buddy Kang, and it was pretty. It was pretty funny. I mean, it was a good time. It's like.
Oh yeah, it's fun.
Ballet for the men. It's ballet for men.
Yeah, it's fun in the way that go into like the car or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy because so you see this guy and you see like their eye, like their heads like turn, their eyes get super big, and then the cameras cut away.
Yeah.
But it was too late.
People are still recording on
their
cell phones and on their future devices.
The crowd is basically chanting "fuck you!" Like the crowd just shitting on this dude.
Yeah. Well, he deserves every bit of shit that he received.
Yeah, but there's videos if you look it up. There's full videos of the wrestlers just attacking and beating.
He thought it was the right time to attack, but he was totally wrong. Like, dude, you need to really reassess your judgment.
Uppercut at the end there.
Oh my god, one of the wrestlers had him in a headlock, just went boom. boom, and the guy literally collapsed because he got hit in the face so hard.
I want to know what they did to him backstage.
Oh, they probably fucking were wailing him backstage.
Yeah, he deserved it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know that happens in life. Welcome to real life, where motherfuckers think it's a perfect opportunity to attack you when you really, you sit there eating a bagel on the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Everybody goes through it from time to time, where they're sitting on the toilet eating a bagel, and somebody just attacks them. Right?
You know damn well like what's gonna happen when that happens. It's like you only have yourself to blame for that shit.
But yeah, it was insane. Ronda Rousey's boyfriend literally, because they were up. I was like, I wanted to see Ronda Rousey get up there and just start fucking wailing this dude. She didn't though, but her boyfriend though, he's fucking huge.
I'm sure if she knew his motives from the get-go, she would have been there in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, well she's best friends with Natalya. So, but yeah, that was overall. Overall, I thought it was good. Raw was good. Lars from NXT finally debuted today. There wasn't really that many special things.
No special Raw after Mania.
Other than
no beach ball.
No beach ball. I'm pretty sure there was some yesterday though, because the crowd would randomly go, "Yeah, boo!" Yep. That happened during Randy Orton's match because Randy Orton went like this, and I think he thought the crowd was cheering for him. I think Randy Orton thought the crowd was cheering for him, and I'm pretty sure they were cheering for a beach ball.
Yeah, probably.
But
all right, I think that's it. Wrestling.
So that is the end of wrestling. Welcome back for those who have skipped that segment. For those who listened to it, thank you. For those who didn't listen to it, we still love you. Anyways, news time. News. Bum bum bum. We should get one of those like one of those things like news. Dun dun dun, or just a nut. There you go. It's news time.
Oh, she got a button that goes news.
News. So, James, you want to go first or you want me to go?
I don't even know. I didn't have anything prepared.
Oh. Well, my phone died that had all my news on.
Are you fucking kidding me, really? Jesus fucking Christ, I have to do everything in this goddamn thing. Fuck.
I got it, you son of a bitch.
Fucking A.
Hold on. God, cocksuckers. Okay, so, fun fact. Halo Infinite is reportedly going to be the most expensive game ever made in history. It is supposedly going to cost $500 million when it's all said and done to create this game.
It better be damn good.
Yeah, but it's not going to make anywhere near that money.
Nope.
Nowhere near it.
And that doesn't include advertisement or what involves with releasing it.
That's crazy.
So it's going to cost $1 billion.
Why?
It's going to cost $1 billion.
Why though? Why is it going to cost so much money? Like, what are they doing?
Because apparently Microsoft wants to go out of business. Because that's the kind of thing. Like, if this is a flop, I don't care who you are. That is something that's going to hurt your business.
Yep.
Your stock is going to go.
So, it's gonna. And that $500 million is just on production only.
Fuck that.
That essentially comes from the fact that they want to basically have the greatest game ever made is essentially what they are shooting for.
What game is this called?
Halo Infinite.
It's the new Halo game, yeah.
Wow, they're going real hard.
It hasn't been confirmed if that story is true or not.
It's probably fake. It's probably fake.
That sounds like shenanigans.
Yeah, that is some hard japes going on right there.
Yeah, all the news places are covering it right now because Microsoft hasn't come out and said one way or the other. They probably won't.
They probably never will. Well, they probably will. Years down the line.
But essentially, they want to make it the most revolutionary game ever, and especially for a shooter. And that's why it's going to cost so much.
How do you make a first-person shooter revolutionary in this day and age?
The game that we just invented tonight is the revolutionary game of the future.
Yeah.
Not this.
But, okay. Halo 1 was revolutionary. Halo 2 was revolutionary, and Halo 3 was revolutionary. Because you introduced, you showed off, hey, consoles can play first-person shooters as well.
Yep.
That was huge. I do not know of a single first-person shooter game that has not used the control scheme for Halo in the past, 10 years or so.
Right, yeah, they did kind of do it right.
Halo 2 was revolutionary with the multiplayer. That was the first big, first-person shooter on console for multiplayer. And then 3, it had fucking Forge mode.
Yep.
So you can't really do anything else with it. What else is there to be revolutionary? You can improve on
graphics.
Yeah, is that revolutionary though?
No.
Yeah,
No.
Not really, not so much.
A game that looks good, this year or next year, 10, 15 years from now is going to look like shit. It's going to look like dog shit. I look at things like, Metal Gear Solid 3. I looked at that game, I played that game on the PS2, and I'm like, it will never get better than this. Or playing, Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo and going, it will never look better than this. It always looks better.
Yep.
They're always going to be better. So to have your pie in the sky dream of saying that this is going to be the best game ever made, you already failed. It's already
everybody
failed.
Excited for some amazingness that doesn't end up happening.
You think that the likes of Shigeru Miyamoto, do you think he came out when he was making, Super Mario World or Legend of Zelda Link to the Past or Legend of Zelda or Ocarina of Time, Super Mario 64, do you think that he came out, he's like, I'm going to make the best fucking game ever made? Probably not. He probably was like, I'm going to make a good game. I'm going to make a game that's fun.
I'm going to do my best.
Earthbound. That a lot of people say is the best game. He probably didn't go out and say, hey, I'm going to make the best game ever.
Right.
Yeah, that's...
Team Eco, they probably said the same thing with Shadow of the Colossus. It's like you don't go into it expecting it to be the best fucking game ever made. You go into... That's just setting yourself up for failure. That is
100%.
Marketing jargon right there to get people hyped, and then when you get their people hyped this much, and then they realize that it's like this, when you have a game that you're saying this is a fucking 11 out of 10, and it turns out to be like an 8 out of 10, in the players' minds, it's a 3.
Well, aren't they made by the same company? Halo's made by the same company that's firing other people?
No. Halo's made by 343 Industries, which is owned by Microsoft.
Oh, I thought it was made by Blizzard for some reason.
No.
Never mind.
But no, I mean, it's like that's just arrogant.
Yep.
That's being arrogant and cocky, which you need to be in the game industry, but not to
There's
this
a
level.
limit.
Not to this level.
There's a limit for sure. Let me go over here. So a couple other cool things. Microsoft is combining their Gamer Pass and Xbox Live membership into one fee. Instead of having $9.99 and $9.99, $15 for both.
That's not bad.
So
you get gold for half off.
Exactly. Yeah, you do. So that'll be kind of cool. To see what Sony does in response to theirs, because obviously they have the same thing where you got to pay per month.
Yeah.
Did they do a thing where you combine two and save money? Who knows?
I save some money with PlayStation View because I'm a PlayStation Plus member.
That's true.
So I save a little bit of money for my TV, of my TV service. So there was some stuff talking about the PlayStation 5 that I read out. It's definitely going to be announced this year.
Yep.
According to analysts, sometime before E3. So,
kind of take a jab at E3.
who knows about that? Probably during Sony's event during E3 week.
Probably.
I can guarantee they're going to have a long state of play.
Oh yeah, definitely.
During E3 week.
Oh yeah, because they're not doing it.
Yeah.
Borderlands 3 was announced. Their official release date's September 13th for Borderlands 3, and they are hardcore trying to work on cross-platform, so where you can play that game with everybody.
That would be cool.
So that would be pretty cool. These fucking games. Like I have these tabs open and they keep playing goddamn music.
I thought Chrome got rid of that shit.
I'm using Microsoft Edge.
Oh, that's your problem there.
Yep.
That's your problem there, bud.
I'm using some Microsoft Edge.
Microsoft.
It's kind of irrelevant. God of War.
Dad of Boy.
I don't know how many fucking gamer awards there is, but holy shit.
Oh yeah, it's won like 7, all of them. It's won all of them.
The British Academy Game
BAFTA.
Awards from yesterday
It
essentially
won
every
BAFTA.
Yeah, it won every single award essentially.
A BAFTA.
I don't even know what that is.
It's one of the most prestigious awards you can win for films.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what that's super interesting, but
I still need to beat it. I still need to really get into it.
Yeah, we won best game and everything else. That game is reigning supreme for the year, as it has been. This week, speaking of state of play, Nintendo is supposedly going to be doing an unannounced Nintendo Direct, and it's supposedly going to be huge.
They're probably going to announce Joker, the release date for Joker in Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, the new Smash. Yeah.
The Joker?
No, like Joker from P5, the good Joker.
Okay.
Yeah, so supposedly it'll yeah, the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate will be coming supposedly to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, that'll be pretty cool.
Supposedly Luigi's Mansion 3 and a new Animal Crossing is what they're gonna talk about.
Fuck, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. The new Animal Crossing. I am so excited.
Potentially new Metroid Prime trilogy, Zelda, A Link to the Past, and Persona 5.
All got fucking leaked by Best Buy.
Yep.
Best Buy is just throwing the leaks out there like crazy. It was great. I saw it and I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Best Buy is so it's a funny story about leaking something. So about 6 years ago, Best Buy as a company, we got a package. It was a pretty tall package in cardboard, and it said, "Do not open till this day." About 2 hours before we opened, all the GMs got a super private, secret email that said that it's for their eyes only.
Oh, fuck.
Nobody else, and you could be fired if you show it to anybody.
Jeez.
Holy
And
shit.
it said, put the package into the compactor, do not open it, do not break the seal, do not look at it, do nothing with it. If you do, that is guards of termination.
Well, at that
So,
point,
of
you
course,
kind of have to open
My
it.
GM comes in, opens the box.
You're going to crush it anyway.
So he comes in, he opens the box. You guys are frozen. I don't know if you can hear me still.
I can hear you. I can hear you just fine.
There we go. So we open the box. And this is funny. So the next day, Apple is going to be doing their event where they're going to be releasing a brand new product never released to the public before. Best Buy fucks up and mails everybody a shipper for cases for the iPad mini.
Oh.
So obviously the our GM opens it and it says iPad mini. The next day, Apple releases and talks about the iPad mini. And a week later, we got the same shipper. Best Buy fucked up and pre-shipped a case shipper for the iPad mini a week before they were supposed to.
Let's see if I can turn this thing down.
That's funny.
But yeah, actually, the email, she showed me the email. The email literally said, do not show this email to anybody. Do not open the package. You potentially can be terminated if you do. So the first thing we do is we go and open it.
Yeah, that's like that's like saying fucking don't eat the fruit.
Exactly.
Don't eat the apple.
It's like you can't fucking tell somebody if you open a package you're gonna be fired. At that point, it's like, okay, what the fuck did somebody do that's that bad?
What fucking cool shit is this? That'll be my first reaction. What cool shit is this?
So yeah, Best Buy completely fucked up and spoiled the release of the iPad Mini, and of course somebody leaked it, and it was all over the internet the day before because of Best Buy. People took pictures of it and honestly posted it to the internet, and
of course,
yeah, it was Best Buy going fucked up. I don't know if you had this in your thing, James, but I want to bring it up, which I think is pretty fucking amazing. Schroeder, you remember when you watched me play Kingdom?
Yeah.
For the first time the one day, and we were in Hercules' world.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I told you about this.
Yeah.
Fucking loser.
So a guy played the game for 284
hours and 11 minutes.
hours.
He streamed it.
Yeah.
Really?
And he never left the Hercules land and made it to level 99.
What happens?
He level capped. Nothing. You just level capped. The rest of the game's easy.
So essentially, you move on past that world, you one hit every single character, and they instantly die because you're that strong.
Huh.
And it took him that
fucking game.
And it took him that long because you got to think the characters in the first world are level 1, level 2. So yeah, it took him 248 hours. Come to find out, he did this for Kingdom Hearts 1, Kingdom Hearts 2, and now Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah. He never left the first world until he was max level.
He broke down in tears after he did it.
Why would he break down in tears?
Because it took him so long.
Oh. It took him so long, and he was so happy. It was like an emotional experience.
Overall, it took Enronis Gaming a total of 284 hours and 11 minutes to the cap level of Kingdom Hearts 3. 11 straight days without sleep, 29 days if you play for 10 hours a day.
Yep. A whole fucking month.
Jesus Christ.
Combined total from Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, he spent over 1,000 hours in the very first world maxing out his level for each of the games. So 3 games, 1 world, 1,000 hours.
That's a lot of hours in one world.
That is a lot of hours.
Yeah. Yeah, he maxed out all 3 games.
I can't wait for him to play it and realize how disappointing it is.
I don't know. I don't find that fun. You literally are now going through the game. You literally just basically, people are attacking you. You just literally can keep walking because they can't even hurt you. Like, I don't find that fun.
Yeah, it's not. I don't see the appeal of it. But hey, more power to him.
Because I remember when Final Fantasy 15 came out, I remember John Luke was telling me, because in Final Fantasy 15, you can create an XP potion that you throw, and it gives you like 99 times XP, like a 99 multiplier, and essentially you can become max level in like 20 minutes. And he was like, yeah, I did it. I was max level in less than an hour. I'm like, well, how long you been playing it? Probably about 5 hours total. I'm like, so essentially you're going through the whole game now, max level. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, that's not fun though, because there's no challenge.
Exactly.
I don't know. I like having that challenge, but now that you're max level, there is no challenge.
It's simply not there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not a fan of it, but it's cool they did it.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
Yeah,
and everyone
that's that
enjoys
kind of
games
idea.
differently.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the nice thing about gaming is like everyone can enjoy it a different way.
There's a lot of people that do not like modding at all.
Yep.
There's people that are, you got your completionists, you got your speedrunners.
Yep.
Speaking of the elite things of gaming, somebody beat Super Mario 64 in 70 hours by pressing one button.
What?
Have you ever seen like the real big like the speed runs of things like Super Mario Bros. Or like Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time?
Mm-hmm.
They're magical.
Oh yeah. Trying to Yeah, essentially what he did is he only pressed one button the whole entire game, and it took him 70 hours, but he was able to beat the game. He said movement is handled by 2 or 3 button sequences. They're they are done in a way, such as entering a new direction. And if you change directions, it overwrites the previous one. By repeating a direction, basically it glitches the game and it keeps Mario going in the same way.
I love this shit that people do with Dark Souls.
Yeah. So essentially he glitched the game by pressing like a couple buttons, and it makes Mario just go.
Let me tell you, like, gamers are fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like, if you're really into a game, like, playing Dark Souls, like, people beating Dark Souls with a fucking Guitar Hero guitar.
Yeah.
Or, like, the Donkey Konga bongos. That's fucking witchcraft. Because you just see this one dude, I don't know if you guys ever seen The Run, but it's absolutely just incredible. Dude's playing with the Donkey Konga bongos, just going, and then, so, like, switch weapons or to, like, roll or something, you have to clap. So you're just like...
I'll let you talk about the amazing VR games that are coming, James.
What fucking amazing VR games are coming out?
Well, not amazing VR. The ones you told me about.
What ones did I tell you about?
Mario Odyssey and Link.
Oh yeah,
Zelda.
Yeah. So the Labo is getting a VR. I forgot we didn't talk about this yet. This was this week. The Switch is getting essentially VR, which is weird.
Okay.
They're getting a few games in the Labo like construction box. There's like the shooting game that's really cool. There's like a bird flying one. But more interestingly, Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild are both getting VR updates.
Amazingly,
yeah, that'd be cool.
But they're in,
not really though.
No, they're in third person.
So essentially, you're basically putting your Switch screen over your face, and you're not actually playing as the character. You're seeing them running in front of you. So it's like what the hell is the purpose of? Exactly. So essentially, you're taking your Switch and just putting it in front of your eyes.
Everything falling. Fuck me. God, shit.
But I'm
playing VR, guys.
That's essentially what it is.
I'm playing the Nintendo VR. My eyes hurt.
They're not making it first person, so you actually can pretend you're like you're Mario or Zelda.
You say you're Zelda.
Zelda, sorry.
No,
Link.
It's Link. You fucking idiot.
Whatever. They're all the same character to me.
No, they're not. They're not the same fucking character. Shut up, Mom. It's not the same character. Zelda's the princess.
I never played those games, okay? I'm sorry.
Bullshit, you haven't.
That's why I don't have any of the tattoos of Zelda on my arm. I got fucking Mario.
No, you don't have any tattoos of Zelda on your arm. You have tattoos from the Legend of Zelda video game series.
Oh, whatever. Close enough.
Fucking hell.
The mask, the Majora's Mask.
There we go. Yeah, Majora's Mask. Don't you have a Triforce there, too?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I got a little bit more hot and bothered than I thought it would. That just takes me back to my days.
Fucking play as fucking Zelda.
That takes me back to my days of GameStop.
Oh
just
man,
fucking yelling at people because of that.
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Oh my god. Oh shit. That and Toys R Us. It reminds me of those days. Working
that's amazing.
Retail jobs.
Did you know that there is one Blockbuster left in the world? It's in Oregon.
One?
Not in the world. Not in the world. In the U.S.
Oh, the U.S. Yeah, it's one.
They're still popular in Australia, and I think.
Climax. Waiting for it.
I love that fucking silence.
We were waiting for you to finish your thought.
Well, that was my thought. It's in England and in Australia. What else? What more is there to say?
I thought you were saying England. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I thought you were still going. I thought you were because you're like you said it and you took a cigarette puff. And I thought you were gonna come out.
I know.
Conversation. So me and Schroeder are staring at you
we're just like, okay.
Okay, so you gotta finish?
What the fuck's going on?
So you gotta finish? But yeah,
I said it England.
They said they sign up about 20 new people a day for Blockbuster cards because people, I guess, are now driving across the country just to go see that Blockbuster.
To just go to the Blockbuster.
Yeah.
There used to be one in Anchorage, Alaska, and Xavier Woods posted a really good picture on his Twitter where it's like, you know, fucking like a foot of snow on the ground. It's snowing sideways. And he's just standing in front of a Blockbuster going, like, yeah!
That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, it's a nostalgia thing that a lot of kids will never get to...
Dude, I miss Blockbuster.
I never actually went to one.
I did. I used to love going to those places.
Oh, yeah.
It was the only place when you were a kid that you could get, like, swag.
Yeah.
Video game swag and stuff.
Living in Lake City, all I had was Eagle Video from Giant
Eagle Video. Jesus Christ.
I remember going to Blockbuster this one time. Well, okay, so I would go to this place called Starlight Video all the time when I was really young, and rent Super Nintendo games.
Okay.
They had the Super Nintendo game section like in the back in the shady area where the porn would be normally. It was in like a separate room, and the dude's like, he ends up being like super cool. He ends up being like, hey, if you want, you're like the only person that buys like video or rents video games. Do you just want to buy some? And I'm like, hell yeah!
I'll buy video games. I like video games.
I bought Mega Man X, the 3 Super Star Wars games. I didn't get Kirby Superstars. Yeah, I bought a bunch of shit, and then like Blockbuster became popular and ran that place out of business, so I started going to Blockbuster. I remember going to Blockbuster and being like, "Mom, can I rent this game?" And she goes, "That's Conquer 64." I'm like, "Yeah, look at how cute it looks." And she goes, "No." She worked at Toys R Us, so she knew all about that shit.
That's awesome.
She knew all about the ESRB, so I never was able to get away with that shit.
Is GameStop bought EB Games, right?
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, there's EB Games up in Canada. There's no GameStops in Canada.
That's what I thought, because I remember our mall used to have EB Games, and right across the way it was... Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you... Companies... I guess at the time, they're rivals.
Yeah. We used to... I mean, like, there was a time where we had, in the mall, 2 GameStops, and then right, like, 10-minute drive away up by the movie theater, there was another GameStop.
Yep. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was the times of the old. Now you have Family Video.
I have a membership to Family Video. I go there every once.
I don't know if that's a franchise thing. I don't recall ever seeing one down here. I guess I haven't really looked, but
I go to Family Video whenever I'm like really sick. Like, I go there and I rent like a movie and like a game, because I always remember when I was sick, my mom would be like, "Yo, you want to rent a movie while you're sick or rent a game?" I'm like, yeah. And that always just made me feel better.
No, I agree. Only other couple things that I have, there is a new blackout mode. Alcatraz is the new mode. Essentially, they took
it's super fucking tiny.
It is. It's tiny. They give you 5 respawns because you die that quick. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, you land and you die.
Okay.
Pretty much. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's
a lot
good.
of fun though. It's fast-paced action. I like it.
Yeah, it's fun. I like it. It's good. It's good fun, and it's we got Nate Sushek to play with us finally for the first time the other day, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
One of the things I have, the new Assassin's Creed will take place in the Viking Age.
Oh my god! Speaking of Assassin's Creed, have you seen the bullshit with Assassin's Creed 3 remake?
No, I haven't.
Oh boy! So people have been doing like side-by-side comparisons on this one person posted side-by-side comparisons on Twitter of the original and then the new one that uses the new models, and it's supposed to be like, you know, higher res and that kind of shit. So you have the PS3 like 360 version of it.
Yeah.
And it looks great. And then you look at like the current gen consoles version, and it looks like pre-alpha stuff. Like it looks blocky as shit. There's no texture.
Really?
It looks fucking atrocious. I love it. That's stuff that gives me life.
That's weird.
Life.
I wonder what happened there with that as to why
it's Ubisoft. Literally anything could have happened.
Yeah, that's true. And Ubisoft doesn't give two shits anyway, so it's not like
shits anymore. Assassin's Creed 3.
Not even two shits were given about it.
No, not at all.
Two.
Not even a single shit, man.
Oh, man.
Not even a single.
Not even a single shit. That's funny though. I didn't know that. But yeah, essentially they are in a continuation of this next generation of games, because they had Origins, which was in Egypt, and then they progressed on to what was we just fucking talked about this. Greece, yeah, ancient Greece.
That was pretty good.
With Achilles and all that stuff. And now they're doing the Vikings, which took place then after that in the timeline.
Yeah, but we have God of War. We don't need Vikings and anything else.
We do. I feel that at one point, no, the Renaissance was considered 8 because this is all BC stuff, like the before Christ.
Yeah.
Or before death or whatever it is. BD, whatever you want to.
BCE.
Yeah.
Before Christianity existed.
Yeah, and then the 1, 2, and 3 are before that, like, or after Christianity, or ACE, after Christ, or whatever you want to call it, after death, AD.
Yeah, AD. Yeah.
Whatever the time stamps in the Bible says, I don't know.
Yeah.
Those time
well,
stamps.
yeah, because
I know, right?
in like, what was it, the Ezio trilogy of 2 Brotherhood of Revelations? You were searching for, what was it? Was it the Apple of Eden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're fucking up the Pope. You had to fucking assassinate the Pope.
Not the Pope.
I do love that.
Stab.
Number 1 was super fucking linear, but it was still pretty fucking awesome.
I played 1, 3, 4, and then Odyssey. Because it was on sale during Black Friday.
No, number 1 was fun. I like number 1. But that's the next round, and make sure I have all my tabs. Let me see here, but I don't think I really have anything else. If you haven't seen a couple new trailers released, the new Joker movie.
Yeah, I saw that.
That trailer released basically how the Joker became to be.
Yeah, but it's not a part of any other kind of Joker series. It's not part of any other like DC like movies.
Supposedly, though, there is a cameo of Bruce Wayne somewhere in it, but doesn't really say where. Kind of cool thing. I just saw this the other day. A streamer had finally took a day off after streaming for 2,000 straight days.
Yeah, I saw that too. That's crazy. I couldn't do that.
Wow, I wonder what his viewership is at.
Yeah, he took 1 day off. He hit 2,000 straight consecutive days, April 6, 2019. He took the 7th off and resumed streaming today.
That's crazy.
That's
that's
a dude that goes hard, man.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
That's not healthy.
He received an anonymous $2,000 donation when he hit his 2,000 day mark. You can see him playing reruns of BioShock 2, and games like that. The game Outward. I don't know what game that is.
Sorry.
So that's kind of cool. Fortnite is
Battle Royale podcast time.
Exactly. Fortnite, it's the only thing I have on the Battle Royale stuff. Fortnite is their next patch. They are going to be releasing their rejuvenation system with what's called
Revives.
The reboot van. It is exact same concept as Apex. From what I see, is that you will drop something of some sort, I'm assuming, and you go to the reboot van, and your character reboots.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's supposedly expected during the next update, which the people who do play that hope they change a lot of things. People are very mad at that game.
Oh yeah.
Well, with all the other ones that are like nipping at their heels, you can't blame them.
Exactly. I got something about movies, but I'll wait for that though. You can go, James, if you have anything. That's all I got.
All I have is releases, so I guess we can wait that until the end of.
So speaking of releases, we have 2.5 weeks until Avengers Endgame.
Did you spend $15,000 on your ticket?
I was close. I was debating. So what he's referring to is that so they pre-ordered the pre-order tickets unlocked, and because so many people bought them, the servers crashed, and people panicked. They panicked hard. People then started selling their opening day tickets online. Which I didn't know this, but yeah, James said someone bought one for $15,000.
Yeah, it was two
That's
tickets to
dumb.
like a movie theater in New Jersey.
That's
Yeah.
It's already a shithole, but
That's crazy.
Yeah, the average ticket was going for about $1,000, upwards of $15,000. The average was between $500 to $1,000.
yeah,
That's madness.
It's not like it's only going to be in theaters Thursday and never again you'll ever be able to see it.
Yeah.
You will be able to see it on Friday. You will be able to see it on Saturday.
Right.
Same with Sunday. Probably Monday too. Hey, Tuesday's there as well. And probably for the end of the fucking time.
And the next month and a half to 2 months, it's also going. Yes, you get close to the 2-month mark. The theater's not going to be jam-packed, and you're not going to have 20,000 people breathing on your necks, but the same thing.
You guys don't like that?
At that point, if you wait 2 months, though, you might as well wait for the movie because it's already going to be spoiled, so it is what it is. But
I don't.
I do like the camaraderie of having a jam-packed theater, though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It is
seeing
kinda
something.
cool.
Yeah, it's great. It's a fun experience for something that I enjoy.
Yes. So the director, Mark Russo, came out and somebody asked him, okay, I don't have time to watch 19 movies. Yes, there is currently 19 movies that are out.
Jesus.
And how can I watch Endgame if I didn't see any other movie? So he came out with a solution.
He goes, you don't.
Oh yeah, that's too. But so if you do not have time to watch all 19 movies before before Avengers Endgames come out, there's only 5 that are 100% critical.
What
that
are
you
the
watch.
5?
Yeah,
Let's play a
Walker.
game. Let's see which ones I've seen.
So
What are the 5s? Okay.
number 1, the first Avengers.
Seen it.
So obviously that's kind of self-explanatory. That's how they became together. Number
Right.
2, the second Avengers, the Age of Ultron.
Never seen it.
Same concept. They're all together. They're the Avengers. They added a couple characters. Number 3, Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
Never seen it.
Number 4, Captain America, Civil War.
I have seen it.
And the reason for that, there's a huge plot twist about the Avengers, things along those lines. If you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, they split up.
They
And
put in the fucking X-Men, which was an integral part of that
So-
fucking comic series. Fuck you, Disney.
so the Civil War is number 4. Number 5, of course, Infinity Wars, Avengers: Infinity War, the movie that came out last year. Those are the 5 critical movies that you need to watch to be able to semi understand the end game. It says give me a second. That Civil War, Avengers 1 and 2, he said, are kind of not so much irrelevant, but they play parts because you see things in those movies that basically capitalize Infinity Wars.
Yeah.
Captain America 2, Captain America 3, and Infinity Wars are a necessity that you absolutely have to watch those. Because if you don't watch Infinity Wars, you really have no idea what happens. There's a big plot twist that involves a snap of a finger.
Everyone dies. Half the fucking planet universe dies. Everyone knows this. We don't need a fucking spoiler alert. No.
Exactly.
Everyone's fucking seen it. Half the goddamn universe gets snapped into fucking Rick Harrison's hand. and the fucking end of the movie, this one, is going to be Ant-Man crawls up Thanos' butthole and just expands, killing Thanos instantly. Bada bing, bada boom, everyone's alive again. There you go. Deus Ex Machina, bitch. Fucking hate it. Fucking hate it.
Tell us how you really feel.
Had it up to here.
He
with
is. Telling us super how he feels.
Exactly. But yeah, they will 2 weeks, the 26th. April 26th. So it'll be huge.
So I'm kind of stuck between like a rock and a hard place here. Because if I don't go see Infinity Wars Part 2, people are going to be like, you're a fucking loser.
Nobody will be my friend ever again.
Yeah. But if I do go see Infinity Wars Part 2 and be like, hey, that was an alright movie, everyone's going to be like, you're a fucking loser. That was the best movie ever made in the history of forever.
100%.
So it's like, I can't win either way.
No,
I might as well just... I'm in a pickle. I'm in a
pickle.
Damn pickle.
I see all 3 of us watch it, and we can talk about it.
Yeah, we'll have to coordinate when we're gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Because then we can discuss it. Have a spoiler alert.
Spoiler
podcast.
I'll bring a notebook.
There you go.
Into the theater and be like, this sucks. Fuck that. This sucks.
What were they thinking?
What were they thinking? This is bad. This is how it was in comics.
Goddamn son of a bitch. And someone shines a flash on you, sir. What are you doing?
I'm taking notes from my job.
Yeah.
I'm suffering for you. So you don't have to watch this.
So that is all I have. What do you got, James, for the releases?
Bada bing, bada boom. We got some releases going on here. Releases.com. We got the Phoenix Wright trilogy comes out today. Hey. I love Phoenix Wright. There's a Shovel Knight game that comes out today. And so does Airport Simulator 2019. PS4?
Woo!
Airport Simulator.
Yeah, for the PS4, I would figure that's I figured that would be Super Weekend mode. What the fuck is Super? Why is that coming out on the Vita? I figured that Airport Simulator 2019 would be a PC game.
Yeah.
We also got a game, Super Weekend mode, coming out for the Vita and the PS4.
Yeah, the Vita's making a comeback, bro.
No, it's not.
That's weird that it's coming out. They stopped the support of it.
Yeah, they stopped the support of it years ago. We have... let's see. Anything good? World War Z comes 16th. Oh, wait. Hold after. Never mind. Really nothing coming out. Really nothing coming out. Tetsuna, Hellblade, Susuna's Sacrifice coming out on the Switch on the 11th, which is Thursday. Hear that game's great.
Movie-wise, over the weekend, Shazam,
bitch.
Shazam came out, the new superhero movie.
Cool.
Number one movie in the world. It's a
That
DC.
seems like a lot of fun.
It's a DC movie, so we'll see what happens. It's
I
supposed
can't
to
wait for
lead
Marvel.
into.
I can't wait for Disney to buy DC as well.
Yeah, they'll never do that.
Yeah, they will.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, they will.
Supposedly this leads into The Rock's DC movie, Black Adam.
That would be cool.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen it. The Rock produced this movie, Shazam.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, he posted something on Instagram thanking everyone for its #1 movie in the world. And it's kind of cool. It's got little puns where he like takes a Batman character and throws it at the characters like, "Oh, Batman," and he takes him and he throws a Batman doll.
It seems like a lot of fun.
You're a supervillain. So it's kind of cool. It's like I would say it's kind of like a make fun of itself type superhero movie.
Shazam's like Superman, only with a personality.
Exactly. Movie-wise, nothing really interesting at all. Tomorrow, the new Holmes and Watson movie comes out, which is going to be complete trash.
Oh yeah.
It's Will Ferrell's take on Sherlock Holmes.
Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly, a crew that hasn't made a good movie together since Talladega Nights.
There you go. What more could you possibly want?
The thing about that is too.
I was burning my friend's house down watching Talladega Nights.
Robert Downey Jr.'s Sherlock Holmes. His Sherlock Holmes movie, Sherlock Holmes 3, comes out at the end of this year.
Yeah.
So essentially, there's 2 people currently portraying Sherlock Holmes.
Hey,
so that kind of like saturates.
I like the Sherlock. I like the Rob Dow Jr. I like his.
He won a Golden Globe
Sherlock Holmes movies.
He won a Golden Globe for it.
They're fun.
Yeah, for Sherlock Holmes 1.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're not like, thought provoking or anything like that, or like, very true to the source material, but they're just a bunch of fun.
Friday comes out the new Hellboy.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was being made.
Do we know, is this a continuation or a remake?
I think it's a reboot.
I think it's a reboot as well. Which is
I don't
weird.
think Guillermo del Toro's attached to this one.
I don't think so either. I think they redid it because the Hellboy 2, whatever, completely bombed.
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. So they wanted to remake it. Yeah, it's a different set of characters. I just looked it up. That comes out on Friday, so it'll be interesting to see how that does in the theaters. This weekend comes out on Blu-ray. Glass, which is
that's gonna be neat. I hear a lot of people have been talking about that lately.
Split and Unbreakable from 2000.
Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson, John McAvoy's split character, and
Samuel L. Jackson and Bruce Willis.
I never seen Unbreakable, so I don't know what that's really about.
Either. I've heard they're good movies though.
Unbreakable has the best Shyamalan twist ever.
Really?
Yeah. Do you want me to spoil it?
Sure, go ahead.
All right. Okay. Spoiler cast. For an 18-year-old movie. So you know the premise of Unbreakable, right?
No.
Okay. So Unbreakable, Bruce Willis finds out that he cannot get hurt.
Okay.
So like he's been shot, he's hit by a car, all this shit doesn't phase him. He's still alive. Nothing.
That makes sense. Fucking Bruce Willis.
He meets Samuel Jackson, who's like in a wheelchair, who runs like a comic book shop, and he's like, "You're a superhero, just like in the comics." And Bruce Willis is like, "Whoa, dope!"
Like, really, bro? Me?
He's like, "I need to find some supervillains to fight." And then Samuel Jackson's like, "Yeah, that would be cool." So then Bruce Willis starts
sounds like a great idea.
And then turns out that there's a supervillain who the big twist is Samuel Jackson's a supervillain.
Nice.
Dun dun dun.
And then essentially these three, I'm guessing, with Glass kind of partner together.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Dragon Ball Super Brawly comes out in theaters. Not in theaters, in Blu-ray.
It's on my way to my house already. Haven't seen it.
Disney's Penguins. It's kind of like a Disney movie to kind of like hold people over for 2 weeks before Infinity Wars, because Dumbo came out last week.
Oh yeah,
So
I forgot about that.
they can't have much of a gap. They have to have a Disney movie about every other week, otherwise people get upset. So
I get upset when there's a Disney movie out.
speaking of Dumbo, I want to know how it did in the theaters.
I think Hideo Kojima likes it because he tweeted about it, and I kind of take Hideo Kojima's word by law because he seems like a cool guy.
It did so far. It did
$3.
$215 million, and it's been out for 2 weeks.
It's not bad.
No, not at all.
I would go see it just for Danny DeVito. He needs more work.
So yeah, that came out last week. This week, next week comes out Penguins, which is like Earth, like ocean.
Oh, yeah, like March of the Penguins.
Like it's like the actual, like they're in Antarctica filming penguins.
Like March of the Penguins.
Yeah, same thing.
Starring
and then the week after, obviously, is Infinity Wars. So.
Oh, great.
And then 2.5 weeks after that is Aladdin.
Oh, great.
And then 3 weeks after that, it's Toy. And it's so it's like every 2.5, 3 weeks, there's a Disney movie coming out. Finalizing Toy Story 9. Not Toy Story 9, Star Wars Episode 9. Sorry.
I forget that's coming out.
Yep. Star Wars Episode 9, baby.
That's gonna be fucking cool. Or terrible.
I don't think so. It's probably gonna be terrible.
You think so?
It's probably gonna be so mediocre. I'm gonna be disappointed.
So you got to kind of put it in retrospect. When number 8 came out, so Jumanji came out the week before Star Wars Episode 8 came out. Jumanji did decent. Star Wars came out, obviously #1 movie in the world, 2 weeks. Jumanji, out of nowhere, comes back and beats Star Wars, and Jumanji is #1 for the next 9 weeks.
Thank you, The Rock. Dwayne.
It ended up being, The Rock's biggest movie of all time. Jumanji ended up doing $1 billion.
Yep.
And it dethroned Star Wars after 2 weeks, and no one expected that to happen because people were so upset with that movie.
Because Jack
Episode
Black
8
was in it.
Not good.
Jack Black was hilarious.
Really wasn't good.
Yeah, Episode 8 was. And I don't know if you did you ever see it, Schroeder?
Episode 8?
Yeah.
I think so. Pretty sure I did.
Well, yeah, like the Sith Lord or whatever, the one guy, you thought he was a giant, amazing-ass character. He gets his fucking head chopped off in 2 seconds.
Oh, actually, no, I have not seen that one.
Oh, well, never mind. Sorry.
All right, I'll eventually see it. I don't mind spoilers.
Snow.
Yeah, no, I never seen the Snope one.
Yeah, and then like that whole ending scene where Finn's like, I'm gonna go fucking run into this thing. And then Asian girl's like, who's only there just to be filler. She goes in, she's like, I love you, Finn. And Finn's like,
I've known you for 15 minutes.
and then the Asian girl rams her speeder bike into Finn. They both explode and almost die. And Finn's like, ugh. And she's like, but I love you, Finn. And Finn's like, ugh.
And then she dies.
And then they kiss. And then Bibbidi Bobbidi Deus Ex Machina, they're back. They're okay.
Yeah. No, she's dead, isn't she?
No, she's alive, I thought.
I thought she died.
I don't know. I kind of blocked that shit. I still drink to forget
Luke
that.
Skywalker's dead. Kind
Luke
of.
Skywalker.
He's
he's
not
dead.
really.
He's dead.
Well, as much as you can, he's the afterlife, whatever you want to call that.
Yeah, he's hanging out with Ben.
All right.
Yeah.
He's hanging out with Ben and fucking CGI
Anakin
Skywalker. God, fucking Star Wars sucks. There was only 3 good Star Wars movies.
4, 5, and 6.
Exactly. 4, 5, and 6 were the only good Star Wars movies. Rogue One was alright. Solo was okay.
I never seen Solo. Rogue One was good.
Rogue One was fine, yeah. I really didn't like the CG they did in it. The CG people.
Well, because they brought people from the original Star Wars Episode 3, and they CGI'd the fuck out of them to make them now. You got to realize that movie's 50 years old.
Yeah, or like young Carrie Fisher.
But yeah, Princess Leia and her face is moving.
Yeah, Oh boy, could they have used another like 6 months of rendering that shit? Because they can make it.
I don't know why
Avatar, man.
Yeah,
Avatar.
I don't know why her face, because they brought Princess Leia. Did you ever see Hope Schroeder in the very beginning scene where she sends R2D2 to Earth, or whatever, not Earth, but whatever the planet is,
Tatooine.
Yeah. So, Rogue One ends on that scene.
Yep. Which let me tell you, that scene with Darth Vader in the cruiser there is terrifying.
Oh yeah, he goes off.
Legitimately terrifying.
I don't know if have you ever seen Rogue One? Oh,
yeah,
you've seen it. Okay,
yeah, I did. I
So,
enjoyed Rogue One a lot.
Sorry, I didn't know you've seen it.
Yeah.
I liked how it wasn't a happy ending. That made me feel good.
But yeah, they definitely could have. They definitely could have rendered her face, a lot better, because her face was straight moving.
Yeah, it
reminded me of
it was bad.
Fast and the Furious 7.
Oh yeah, with Paul Walker.
Because he died halfway through the movie, so they had to finish it. So they took his brother and CGI Paul Walker's face over his brother. So bad. There was a scene where they're jumping from building to building, like they have a car, they jump out of one, they drive their car into another, out the other skyscraper into another, and then him and Dom, Vin Diesel's character, both roll out of the car. And Vin Diesel looks to Paul Walker and was like, "Hey, you sure you want to keep doing this? You want to go back to the family life?" And all you see is Paul Walker's character like smiling, and his face is literally rotating in a circle.
It's great.
He's not saying anything. And his face is literally going. I'm like, oh my god,
that's not working.
That's not normal. He's not saying anything. He's just literally smiling.
Yeah.
It's that goddamn Illuminati killing Paul Walker.
I'm just like, oh my god, they could have fucking fixed that.
Yeah.
Way better. That was so bad. And they redeemed themselves with number 8. So. And then Hobbs and Shaw comes out in a couple months.
Sure. That actually looks fun. I might actually see that.
Anything with The Rock is good.
Oh yeah.
What else we got? Anything fun and special?
No. Do you guys have anything that you're planning on streaming or playing? Well, I mean, I guess I could talk about my stuff.
Yeah, you never really got to finish what you were doing.
What?
You never got to finish really what you were saying about what you're streaming and stuff.
Oh yeah. No, I don't know what I'm gonna be streaming. I still don't know. I might pick up The Sims or something sometime in the near future and maybe stream some Sims 4. Let's see. Got some Yakuzi's coming out on Wednesday. YouTube.com/People8Studios. Same with Twitch. Twitch.tv/People8Studios. Check me out on Twitter @People810. But on YouTube, Yakuza Part 4 comes out on Wednesday. Resident Evil 4 comes out on Friday and Saturday. Part 17 or 15 and 16 come out on Friday and Saturday respectively. We figured out what we're gonna play on Thursdays. We're instead of Kingdom Hearts. Now we're kind of deciding what we should play when we're done with Resident Evil, because we're almost done with that. Do you guys have any suggestions? What me and Mitchell should play
after Resident Evil?
Yeah, after RE4.
You're doing 4, right?
Yep, after RE4.
5.
Well, we could do 5, but I don't know about doing Resident Evil like back to back.
Maybe a BioShock game.
Maybe.
Those ones are always fun.
Maybe BioShock.
Borderlands.
GTA RP.
No.
Yeah.
Not GTA RP.
Or the regular GTA 5.
Nah, that's too long. We're playing Yakuza. He wanted to do fucking like Final Fantasy 12.
It's true.
Or he wanted to do a Final Fantasy game. I'm like, bro, Yakuza's gonna take us like 60 to 70 episodes minimum. And not Kingdom Hearts, and fucking Final Fantasy is gonna take just as long, if not longer.
The Final Fantasy 10 and 10-2 remake comes out next week. PS4.
On
You can
the
do that.
Switch.
Yeah.
Switch.
On Switch, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I mean, I got it on PS4.
Yeah, that's true.
He said that 10 is like one of his favorite Final Fantasy games. So.
I don't know. There's a lot.
Yeah, there is a lot. I have a lot of games too.
Let's see what's top on the streaming list. Obviously, GTA, Fortnite. League of
Can't really
Legends
do
you
that.
can't do. You can't do
Nope.
just chatting.
Nope.
You can't do Apex. You can't do Hearthstone.
Nope.
Sekiro. I don't know how
Oh,
do you say it.
Sekiro. I'm thinking about picking that up. That might be something I
Shadow
should
Dice
do.
twice. Shadow
Shadows
Dice
Die
dies twice.
Yep. Yep.
Um.
Sekiro's pretty interesting. That's like Dark Souls. Japanese Dark Souls. I'm thinking Okami. No, that would be too many Japanese. That's too much Japanese.
It's too much Japanese.
It's too much
Yeah.
Japanese. Maybe Sonic.
Borderlands 2. That's got 8,000 people watching it. Got some
Maybe-
ASMR. Go old school. Go old school Zelda.
I can do. I do have like the complete collection on GameCube with 1, 2, 64 Majora's Mask, and I have the Super Nintendo Classic. I could do.
The Life is
Majora's Mask.
Strange series.
I hear
a lot
those
of
are
people
pretty good.
like that. Yeah, a lot of people like that one.
Those are
Yeah.
kind of cool. Those I have those. Essentially you pick like what the outcome is, and if you don't like it, you can.
Rewind time. Roll it back.
But essentially,
No,
what you
rewind
pick
time.
affects, like what you decide ultimately affects the whole entire rest of the game's output.
It's what
Um,
Telltale wanted to do.
Yeah.
With their games.
Every decision you pick or what you say to somebody, do to somebody, changes dialogue, and the game goes.
Interesting.
So it's kind of cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then if you don't like what you did, you can revert. Your character comes to find out that she can actually turn back time.
Roll it back. We have like a Google Docs that we and him have, where we just put in games, and I keep forgetting about it.
Super Mario World, Rust.
Super Mario. I'm not good at Mario. He would have to play that.
Dragon Ball Z games.
Yeah.
Budokai Tenkaichi, Tenkaichi, whatever you want to call
Tenkaichi.
it. 1, 2, or 3.
Which is weird because it's Tenkaichi Budokai in the show. That's the tournament. That's the World Martial Arts tournament. You know, so they just flip flopped it around. Budokai Tenkaichi. Budokai games in Japan is just called Dragon Ball Z 1, 2, and 3.
Hitman.
Oh, Hitman's good. That ends up being a shit show. He wants to do Metal Gear Solid 3, but I'm like, I have it in Japanese. I need to replay it.
What about
Get
the
a
Gears of War games? So those.
I don't have an Xbox.
Oh yeah, that's true. I forgot that's Xbox only.
Yep. Oh, we'll figure something out.
Pokemon trading card game. 600 people are currently watching it.
Nice.
That's hilarious.
And Pokemon TCG is pretty big. I can't wait for Sword and Shield to come out, man. I'll stream that. I'll stream some Sword and Shield when that comes out.
Super Mario 64.
I don't have 64. I don't have Super Mario 64.
Emulators.
Yeah, but it's not the same. I have a perfectly good. I was about to pull out my N64. I have a perfectly good N64 sitting in a bag
There you go.
that I bought like right around my birthday.
Farming Simulator 19. Me and you should play that, Schroeder.
I know, right?
It's my perfectly good N64 that I haven't
Nice.
really touched.
That's what's up. Let's see what we got here.
Kirby.
Yeah, that's not bad. Any of those classic games, really.
Kirby Superstars. Kirby 64.
45 people are watching Tetris 99.
Fucking love Kirby.
So, speaking of Tetris 99, I downloaded it. Dude,
Did you?
game's fucking hard as shit.
It is. It's great though. I haven't played it in a hot minute. I might play it after this. No,
Dude, that game is so fucking hard.
Cheetos.
Like, I can't, like, my mind can't think how fast I have to, like...
You get used to it after a while. Like, you start thinking, like, head.
It was like, I was like, Jesus Christ, this is insane. But, well, that's all I got. I don't know if you guys have anything else. We can do the sign off. Then I'll go get some food.
Hold on.
What?
Jeff, where can they find you and what you're doing?
Yeah, this week I'm going to be doing probably more of the figuring out how the GTA RP stuff works and putzing with that and, you know, excuse me. That's actually all I really have planned. Still working on a schedule idea, you know. It's a never-ending like
never-ending
stuff out. Yeah. So that's all I really have on the books.
Where can they find you?
SplashScreenGaming.tv/Splash Screen Gaming, as well as Twitch, YouTube TV. I did it right? What?
SplashScreenGaming.tv/Splash Screen Gaming.
Yeah, that's not right. Don't go to that one. I don't know what that is. Yeah, Twitch.tv/Splash Screen Gaming. Same with the Twitter and the Facebook and the Instagram. I haven't been uploading lately, but I'll get on it. It eventually here.
One of these days.
And what I meant by sign off, by the way, that meant like this as our sign off, not just.
Well,
Bro.
Walker, where can they find you?
So they can find Jaboy at Cap'n, CAPN, _ Geech. That's GEECH 15 numbers at YouTube, Twitter, and the Twitch, and Captain Geech 15 as Captain _ Geech 15 got deleted for posting too many of the same shit on the Instagram. Once again, that's Captain Geech 15 on Instagram. That is also my fitness profile, where I do not post anything fitness related. Yeah, that is more so my gaming profile now. But one day I will lose weight and I will be posting pictures of fitness while I'm gaming, drinking a protein shake. It'll be a good time. What about you, James?
I just did it.
No, you didn't.
I did it first. Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
No, I did.
You're lying.
Shut up. Am I lying?
I don't think so, but sometimes
I don't think you did.
Just don't know.
Well, okay, fine. I'll do it again. You can find me at youtube.com/PeopleAidStudios, Twitch.tv/PeopleAid Studios, Twitter at PeopleAid10. You can see the podcast there, and I'm also uploading Yakuza 0, Resident Evil 4 on Fridays and Saturdays, and then Samurai Warriors 4 Empires on Thursdays next week. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, he did do that. Sorry.
Nevertheless.
Once again, thank you guys for episode 10 Level Unlocked Podcast. You can find us levelunlockedpodcast.podbean.com and anywhere podcasts are available, as well as make sure you're utilizing our Twitter. James, what is the name?
Twitter. It is. Let me pull up Twitter.
While he's doing that, Level Unlocked Podcast at gmail.com. Ask
us your questions.
Ask us your questions, concerns, what you want us to talk about, or tweet us whenever you would like at
Lvl Unlocked Pod.
Lvl Unlocked Pod. Awesome. Thank you guys for the love. Appreciate it. This week we will be up to hopefully 150 downloads. Keep the love a-coming. And as always, we appreciate you. Once again, thanks for coming. Level Unlocked Podcast, the greatest place on the internet. Video game news, fun, and pure randomness. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
Bye.
Good night.
Take care now. I'm going to do that thing I always do.
Do it.
I'm gonna.
Do it.
I'm working on it. I'm clicking buttons.
No it. No it.
Alright, I'll be back.
Okay.
Titties.
Alright guys, thanks for hanging out with us tonight for Splash Screen Gaming and the Level Unlocked Podcast. Be sure to check out Captain Geech, People I Hate Studios. They're good guys. Talked about a whole bunch of stuff today. Some stuff that I know nothing about, but that's kind of normal. It's always a good time chilling with these guys. Be sure to stay tuned next week for the next podcast. And also, we're going to be playing that GTA RP stuff. So that should be a lot of fun. But yeah, from all of us at Splash Screen Gaming, thank you for your time. Nice. Oh yeah, I might, I don't know if I will or not, but I might stream some of the GTA. I gotta talk to the guys. I probably won't, so